don't know what it is, if I did something wrong in my life that I'm paying for, but they're a tough team over at Aiken Field, and I blame Coach Aiken for his, he's got the Coach Aiken, his grandpa's field, and he's putting a curse on us and all that stuff. But we played the heck out of it last week. In the snow, getting there. We were total white uniforms. It was a white field, so I said we were in our snow camo, going out there to try to battle those guys. But it was a great game, and we really did a lot of things well in the inclement weather. And so I was impressed with that. I'm impressed with our defense a whole bunch right now because of the fact that, when the good things are happening, and I hope it's going to keep going for us, get a little bit of rabbit's foot in our back pocket when we're playing and try to keep making things work for us.
Coach, you do have several players on your team who really are premier players. We talked about several of those young men throughout the season. Can you talk about how, at this stage of the season, some of those young men are really rising to the occasion and leading this ball club?
Well, it's, you do this stuff, and as a coach, you kind of start out that season. I mean, I equate it to a track season where you get your guys out there and they start running a few meets right away. And, you're just trying to see what they can do. But as the year goes on, you start getting your feet underneath you and you're figuring things out. You figure yourself out. And the guys we got going on it, like Trevor is playing like a man right now. I mean, we really rolled the dice and said, we're going to put the ball in your hands and see what you can do. I mean, Player of the Year all conference, like right now where I'm doing stats and trying to send all things in for him for all the other kinds of awards that go on with the end of the year. He's got like 22 touchdowns out of our 40s. He's got 1,000 yards or something passing and 700 rushing. I mean, he's really doing it for us, and that's stepping up and rising to the occasion with that guy. Daggett is a man on the defensive side of the football. Coaches all over our all-conference meeting said, oh, my God, we just didn't run his way. We saw him and the quarterback change the play and went the other way. So, I mean, and, Noah is another guy that got some accolades for us this year. But, I mean, you just watch film, and he's kind of, having his way with defensive linemen. I hope it holds true for us tonight, and he gets after it again, and Daggett can get after their big quarterback, running back dude that does it all. So, the big guys rising to the occasion, that's it. They're peaking at the right time. You want them to peak at that championship season part of your season, and these guys are doing it. We just gotta keep everybody healthy and keep everybody doing what they're supposed to do, and understand where they fit in the whole scheme and in the whole chicken coop, if you want to say. I mean, where they sit and how they're going to help us, and how is each kid going to help us, and that's where we can become a team and win a football game.
Coach, we've talked a lot this year about Isaac Daggett, the job he's done on that defensive line for you. How about some other defensive linemen like Nick Spencer, the job they've done for you in that defensive line this season?
But Nick's doing a heck of a job, But again, you know where you are, and you know how you help our team, and that's Nick Spencer. He's kind of a goofy nut, but he's a good character. I tell you what, he gets after it, and he makes plays on the other side of that football. You're gonna have a tough battle when you go that way too. So, our cornerbacks. I mean, everybody gets down on people about our defensive backfield, but with what they have and how they're playing together and just making a play when you need to make a play, they're getting it done. And obviously, we move some guys over there too to help out, but you can't, don't sleep on our corners and our safeties. They're gonna make big plays when they have to make big plays. It's gonna be there when we need them, and they're gonna find themselves right there in the heat of the battle, and they're gonna make a play. It's just gonna have to be.
Well, you've seen the Pulaski defense now. What do they look like, and what can you do against them on Friday night?
I don't want to ruin anything. We're a pretty good offense, and I think we can score against a lot of different offenses this year, or we did score against a lot of them. But it's the playoffs, man, and it's going to have to be everything perfect, and you're going to have to. We can't go into our penalty mode, and we can't. We got to hold on to the football and control the football. We got to make things happen going forward. We can't go backwards. We got to make sure that the plays that we call are going to be, strategically good plays. How's that? And that's tough, because I said many times ago, and big old Coach Luke, he used to laugh at me. He said, when I'm guessing, they're guessing. And if they're guessing, I'm guessing. So this is a high school football game. It's going to be fun. And I'm having a lot of fun this year, and I hope the kids are too. because, when you win, it's fun.
Marshfield Tiger football coach Denny Gadel. Tigers facing Pulaski tonight in Level 1 of the WIAA Division II football playoffs at Hiding Stadium in Marshfield. And more of our pregame report coming up in just a moment.
Little Sprouts is now open in Rudolph with the same great childcare you know about in Auburndale. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
The community here in Rudolph has been extremely welcoming, and we're excited to serve here just like we do up in Auburndale. Part of the process is to help out the school districts and to help the children stay, their 4K children to stay close and get services right here. We serve here in Rudolph 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds, and up in Auburndale we serve 6 weeks old until 12-year-olds.
Our Auburndale pea pods, wiggle worms, busy bees, and fireflies welcome the Rudolph sweet potatoes, lovely ladybugs, and beautiful butterflies. Contact Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
When buying or selling land, the biggest decision you make is choosing your representation. Whitetail Properties is the top real estate company for selling hunting land, recreational properties, and farms. Our nationwide network of sportsmen, farmers, and investors offers a great opportunity for you to capitalize on the true market value of your property. In central Wisconsin, Brian Roosh is your local land specialist and is ready to help you get started on all of your property needs.
Those winners will meet in the second round of the state playoffs next Friday evening. A reminder once again, the Colby High School football team facing Gale Ettrick Trempealeau tonight in round 1 of the Division 5 football playoffs at Colby High School. And that game is being broadcast this evening on 92.7 FM WPKG. Also, the Stratford Tigers facing Cumberland in the opening round of the Division 6 playoffs at Steam Stadium in Schofield this evening. The broadcast of that game now underway on AM 1450 and FM 98.7 WDLB and WDLBAM.com. And that is our pregame report for this evening. Please stay with us. Marshfield Tiger football is up next on Sports Radio 92.3 FM WOSQ and WOSQFM.com.
High School Sports is being brought to you courtesy of our Broadcaster Club members, including Forward Bank, depositor-owned community bank, serving Clark, Taylor, Price, Wood, and Marathon counties. Member FDIC. Visit forward.bank. Hefco Floral in the former City Hall Plaza, Marshfield. They have been your florist since 1912. Discover the power of the flower. And I-State Truck Center, 1505 South Central Avenue, Marshfield. The one place for all things heavy truck. They know what drives you. Central Wisconsin weather for tonight, partly cloudy, a low around 38. West-northwest winds becoming calm. Sunny and breezy for Saturday, a little warmer, high near 71. East winds becoming south in the afternoon, could gust as high as 25. Clear and breezy on Saturday night, a low around 53. Sunday, continued sunny and breezy, high near 71. Winds on Sunday out of the south-southeast, gusting as high as 30.
Hi, this is Loyal Girls basketball coach Mike Wreath, and you're listening to Sports Radio 92.3 FM, WOSQ, Spencer, Marshfield.
And we welcome you back to Hiding Stadium in Marshfield. Marshfield Tiger football tonight. Here on WOSQ, the Tigers and the Pulaski Red Raiders square off in round 1 of the WIAA Division II football playoffs. Beautiful evening for football here in late October. Temperature in the upper 50s, mostly clear skies. Great night for football. Great night to once again have Dale Yakitis with us for his expert analysis and commentary. Should be a great ball game this evening, Dale, here at Hiding Stadium.
Yes, it should be between these two teams. Different types of football teams. Single wing for Pulaski. They like to feature a running back by the name of Cole and just power you to death. And Marshfield has some versatility with a passing game, so it should be an interesting match tonight.
Nice crowd on hand to watch playoff football action this evening here at Hiding Stadium. Here's the kick. It's a squib kick up the far sideline, bouncing around about the 28-yard line, and picked up, it looks like, by Adam Gilbertson, who carries across the 30 to about the 32-yard line. Brooks Hinson got the wrong number there. Brooks Hinson on the return, out across the 30 to about the 32-yard line.
Marshfield trying to get to its own sideline where they were trying to set up a wall for the kickoff return. Couldn't quite get there due to the fact that that ball bounced around on the squib kick, but Hinson doing a nice job of controlling that bouncing ball and getting it out to decent field position for the Tigers. Here we go, Gene.
1st and 10 Tigers at their own 32. I backfield, Anderson and Marsh behind Femmel. Lemoyne and Hinson the wide receivers. On first down, it's a fake handoff. Now a flip back to Femmel, who throws deep down the near sideline. Lemoyne wide open, makes the catch at the 30. He's at the 20-yard line, pulled down from behind. A little flea flicker action as Marsh got the handoff. Pitch back to Femmel, and Femmel throws to Lemoyne, who brings the ball to the Pulaski 20-yard line. Marked him right on the 20. A gain of 48 yards on that play. The 28th catch for Luke Lemoyne this season. So some fireworks at the outset tonight here, Dale.
Well, I think Tigers understand that they're going to have to try to outscore this team. That's a very powerful offensive team.
1st and 10 Tigers at the Pulaski 20-yard line. Femmel in the pistol. Runs himself to the far side, cuts inside the 15-yard line, takes a hard hit right there, and goes down at the 14. He'll gain 6 yards on that run. Trevor Femmel this year has passed for 1,006 yards, rushed for 768. He's been responsible for 28 Tiger touchdowns this year.
Saw this team, Pulaski against Green Bay Preble on video, and boy, they were really stuffing the run between the tackles and slightly off tackle.
2nd and 4 Tigers at the Pulaski 14. Anderson and Marsh in the eye. Meverton tight end on the far side. Femmel gives to Marsh, gets it at the line, spins away, but won't go very far. He's pulled down for no gain, maybe lost a yard on the play.
Yeah, that's what I saw against Preble when Preble went to an I-type formation, and the Pulaski team was keying on the fullback first of all and really stuffing the run.
So a loss of 1 on that run by Jeff Marsh brings up 3rd and 5 for the Tigers at the Pulaski 15. Hinson far side, Lemoyne wide out near side. Meverton lines up as a flex tight end. Now he'll shift to the far side.
2 deep secondary for Pulaski.
Colby and Marsh in the I backfield. Femmel under center. Femmel fakes the handoff, rolls towards the near sideline. He'll keep the ball himself at the 15, the 10, the 5, cuts back in the end zone for the touchdown.
Oh, my.
A nice run for Trevor Femmel. And the Tigers on the scoreboard first, a 4-play, 68-yard scoring drive for Marshfield.
The reason I'm saying, oh my, it was a heck of a play call. Trevor getting around the corner easily, but there was a defensive back out there for Pulaski who had a clean shot, and he just stepped out of the way. That was quite the business decision there.
Nice way of putting that.
Yeah.
Braxton Kurth on to attempt to kick the PAT. Kick is in the air, and it is good. And the Tigers score first tonight on the 15-yard touchdown run by Trevor Femmel, his 12th rushing touchdown of the year. 10:14 remaining in the opening quarter, and our score now, Marshfield 7 and Pulaski nothing. Back to Hiding Stadium and more football in just a moment.
I really got to understand what a nurse is. Do they focus on you? You know, do they make sure that you're comfortable? And, you know, that's what Shai has. It's the connection that he has, you know, my best interest in mind, always.
Why wait another day? Let's take the next step together towards a better life.
Tigers score quickly tonight. They lead 7-0, less than 2 minutes into this contest. And Braxton Kurth now will kick off for Marshfield from north to south here at Hiding Stadium.
Tigers hope to get good coverage here and try to make this powerful running team go the distance.
Elliot Karsh and Jacob Dockstader back in deep safety for Pulaski. The kick by Kurth, a long kick, and Dockstader back at the 1 yard line. Far side 10, 15, gets a hard hit right there and dropped shy of the 20 yard line. Immediately hit right there by, it looked like Ethan Richardson on the call. Came down there and made a play. May have also gotten some help there from Ryan Donovan.
Yeah, there were about 4 or 5 Tigers that got involved in that tackle.
So Pulaski puts the ball in play at their own 17-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Raiders. Early in the first quarter, Marshfield on top 7-0. The man to watch, senior running back Maverick Cole. On first down, Cole gets the direct snap, heads for the far sideline, powers his way across the 20 to about the 22, and is pulled down there. Cole this year has rushed for 1,317 yards and 20 touchdowns. He's rushed for 14 touchdowns in Pulaski's last 4 ball games.
I saw them run the ball to the right a lot on that very play, kind of an off tackle or outside kind of a sweep play to Cole.
Schultz is the quarterback, but he lines up about 5 yards behind center. On second down, Cole gets the direct snap again and gets hit at the 25, jumped on from behind by Nick Spencer and stopped there shy of the first down marker. Gain of 3 more. And a third down situation now for Pulaski. 3rd and 2 for the Raiders, right on their own 25-yard line. The quarterback on this team is a junior, Logan Schultz, who has passed for 453 yards and 4 touchdowns. 3rd and 2 for Pulaski at their own 25. Again, the snap back to Schultz. He gets hit in the backfield, and he won't get there. Pulled down from behind by several Tigers. Willow White is there. Nick Spencer there as well, and Cole pulled down back at the 23-yard line. He'll lose a couple of yards on that play.
Lost a couple on the play.
So a punting situation for Pulaski. It's 4th and 4 for the Raiders at their own 23-yard line.
Once again, Pulaski trying to go to that off-tackle right play. Tigers were ready for it. Stuffed it.
Brock Steinbrecher on to punt the ball away from his own 10-yard line. Ethan Pretsch back in deep safety for Marshfield. Good snap. And the kick away. A good kick along the far sideline. Pretsch circles back to the 35, backpedals back to the 30, and is pulled down inside the 30. Tigers lose some yardage on the return, but they have the football back inside their own 30-yard line with 8:10 remaining in the first quarter, and Marshfield on top 7-0.
25-yard line will be 1st and 10.
Tigers put the ball in play at their own 25-yard line. Tiger football tonight on WOSQ. Brought to us by Marshfield Utilities, Sternweiss & Sons Ready Mix and Block Plant of Marshfield, and Trudeau Construction of Marshfield. 1st and 10 Tigers at their own 25-yard line. Femmel in the pistol, flanked by Seidel and Marsh. Anderson a wing on the far side. And here's a counter play to Anderson. Has no place to go, but cuts back inside and gains 4 or 5 yards. Real nifty move there by Braden Anderson, a fullback, who tried to go outside on the counter. No place to go, cut back inside, and still gained 4 yards on the play.
I'm going to give him a real good mark here, Gene. I think they're going to give him almost 5.
Oh, you're right, Dale. Right on the 30-yard line. Braden for the year averaging 4.7 yards per carry and had 14 against Hortonville last week. It's 2nd and 5 Tigers at their own 30-yard line. Lemoyne far side, Hinson wide near side. Colby and Marsh in the eye behind Femmel.
Watch the trap.
Hinson goes in motion. And Femmel
there it is.
To Colby straight ahead. Sidesteps tacklers, then falls down. Boy, he had some room there for perhaps a good gain. Did gain 3 on the play, but trying to cut back, he lost his footing and fell down on the 33-yard line.
38-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 2.
Tigers now faced with 3rd and 2 at their own 33. Hayden Deeringer playing center for the Tigers once again tonight. Anderson and Marsh in the eye. And on 3rd down, here's Anderson off tackle for the 1st down. Looked like he might be stopped in the backfield, but Braden keeps going and carries out to the 37 for the 1st down.
Great power run there on that fullback dive play, I guess you could call it, over left and right guard. Good job by the Marshfield lineman getting a push.
And we're seeing more of the fullbacks running the ball the second half of the season. 1st and 10 Marshfield at their own 37. 6:40 left in the first quarter. Tigers lead 7-0. Femmel in the pistol on this play with Marsh next to him. Lemoyne and Hinson both on the near side. Femmel back to pass the football. Steps up, starts to run. 35, 40, breaks a tackle to midfield. Far sideline 40, cuts back to the 35-yard line and cut down there.
My don't was there was a Marshfield player downfield and he kind of extended his hands. I thought he was going to block in the back, but he didn't. Good job there, pulling his hands in.
Femmel runs down to the 34-yard line. He gains 29 on that play. Another nice run for Trevor Femmel. A first down for Marshfield inside the Pulaski 35-yard line. Tigers on the move once again. Hinson far side. Lemoyne comes wide to the near side. Anderson blocking back far side. Marsh the tailback next to Femmel. Femmel back to pass again. Looks deep on the near sideline for Lemoyne inside the 10-yard line. Cuts back, makes the catch, and backpedals in the end zone for the touchdown.
Gosh, what a catch. What a catch. My goodness.
Luke Lemoyne with the defensive back having his back to the play. Cut back inside, made the catch, and then backpedals to the end zone for the score, and the Tigers lead 13-0.
He went right through the defensive back to come back and take that ball away.
A 5-play, 75-yard scoring drive, and Braxton Kurth again on to attempt to kick the PAT. Tigers with scores on their first 2 possessions tonight. Kick is on the way, long enough, and the kick is good. The Tigers score on their first 2 possessions tonight. We have 5:54 remaining in the opening quarter, and our score is Marshfield 14, Pulaski nothing. More football in just a moment.
Tonight's game is being brought to you courtesy of our broadcaster club.
Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, has been a Central Wisconsin resident her entire life. That means she has the inside edge on knowing the landscape and what it takes to care for your real estate needs. Whether you're buying or selling, Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, is your friend and neighbor, ready to help.
I'm Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, with experience in residential and commercial real estate. Let's work together as a team for a win in your next real estate transaction.
To grab a 14-0 lead. Braxton Kurth kicking off once again. Elliot Karch and Jacob Dockstader back in deep safety for Pulaski. Kurth ready, and the kick on the way. Long line drive, and into the end zone for the touchback.
Good job there. Got to make them go 80 yards again.
Pulaski takes over on their own 20. We're halfway through the first quarter. Marshfield leading 14-0. Wisconsin Badger football tomorrow afternoon here on WOSQ. The Badgers and Purdue. Coverage begins at 12:30 tomorrow afternoon right here on WOSQ.
Dockstader has been one of their quick strike players running counters for this team, and of course Cole can go all the way on any play.
1st and 10 Pulaski, and here is Cole on the direct snap off the right side to about the 26-yard line and stop right there. Once again, Nick Spencer on that stop with help from several teammates. Most notably, Donnie Carolfi on that stop at the 26-yard line, gain of 6. 2nd and 4 Pulaski at their own 26-yard line. Marshfield and Pulaski meeting in this Division II first-round playoff game. Caden Hogg goes wide far side. A second man joins him out there. Direct snap to the quarterback, Schultz, who throws far sideline incomplete. Quick pass on the far side to Hogg, but Schultz overthrows him incomplete.
It was a Marshfield defender out there, I'm trying to catch his number, that jumped in front of that quick pass to the outside. Fortunately for Pulaski, it was high, or Tigers would be lining up for another kick.
So a 3rd and 4 now for Pulaski at their own 26-yard line. Schultz and Cole both line up at the backfield. One gets the direct snap. It goes to Cole. He hands to Dockstader, and he's hit by Willowite and dropped at the line of scrimmage.
That's their big play man right there.
Willowite saw that coming. He did not make the tackle, but he did knock him off his feet, and then several other Tigers drop him at the 26-yard line for no gain. Nothing for Dockstader, who's averaging 10.5 yards per rush this year. So it looks like a 3 and out for Pulaski. It's 4th and 4 for the Raiders at their own 26-yard line. And Brock Steinbrecher on to punt once again. Evan Pretsch back in deep safety around his own 40-yard line. Good snap. And Steinbrecher kicks away, almost blocked, may have been partially blocked. And the ball rolls out of bounds at the Pulaski 41-yard line. That was Eli Colby who got in there. Steinbrecher took kind of a stutter step before punting, and that allowed Colby to get in there and get a piece of the football.
It almost looked like the punter was thinking, maybe I'll start to run. He took an extra step and then decided to kick it, and I believe that ball was deflected.
I think you're right, Dale. And Marshfield has the football on the Pulaski 41 with 4:20 remaining in the opening quarter.
Tigers again now have to take advantage of this turnover.
On first down, Femmel in the pistol. Goes back to pass the football. Looks, throws across the middle. And a diving attempt there by Hinson, incomplete.
Femmel's pass is incomplete.
Incomplete pass, 2nd and 10 coming up for Marshfield.
Good protection for Femmel there on that attempted pass, just a little bit low and behind Hinson.
Tigers line up once again. Wing far side, Femmel back in the pistol formation. Grabs the snap and heads for the far side himself. Runs across the 40, out of bounds inside the 35-yard line.
Femmel with the carry, but there's a flag down in the backfield.
Flag down on the play as well.
Well, that's the one thing at times this season that has really stopped this Tiger offense.
Holding is the call against the Tigers.
Yeah, there's a holding call.
Holding call on Marshfield. And so the ball comes back inside the 50 to the Tiger 47. Marshfield has to get to the Pulaski 31 for a first down. So second down, second and about 23.
Well, you hope to get about half of it back here.
Femmel in the pistol formation. Takes the snap, now pitches near side to Seidel. Cuts back inside of the 50 and powers his way inside the 45 to the 44.
Nice gain, nice gain. Makes that third down play much more manageable.
9 yards for Seidel on that play. And a third down, 3rd and 13 for the Tigers at the Pulaski 44-yard line.
Karch made that tackle. It'll be 3rd and 13.
Colby back in the lineup in his fullback position. No, they're going to line him up as a wingback.
Comes near side with Hinson. Lemoyne wide far side on 3rd and 13. Femmel from the pistol fades to pass the football. Has time, now rolls on the far side, stops and throws deep. The near sideline for Lemoyne. Got his man turned around and just overthrown, incomplete.
Oh, boy. He managed to get a step on the defender as that ball was thrown to the inside. Lemoyne trying to spin back to that ball and getting to the inside. But the ball, once he spun, the ball getting on him pretty quick. And I just don't think he was able to find it quick enough.
Looks like the Tigers want a punt here. It's 4th and 13 for Marshfield at the Pulaski 44. Noah Peterson on to kick the ball away. Elliot Karch back in deep safety for Pulaski. Kick is away, angled towards the far sideline, and bounces inside the 20 and out of bounds.
Peterson's punt goes out of bounds around the 20-yard line.
36-yard punt with no return.
So 1st and 10 for Pulaski at their own 20-yard line. Tigers lead 14-0, 3:13 left in the first quarter. Here's Cole on the direct snap off the right side for 4 or 5 yards.
This kind of single wing, now they're going unbalanced single wing, the true single wing, as a matter of fact.
Ball's at the 24-yard line, 2nd and 6. Cole again off the outside, dives out to about the 28 or 29 on that play.
They like that right side. Of course, it's towards their bench, too, so it's hard to tell. Some coaches really like to run their offense towards their bench because they can see the blocking, maybe who missed the block or what they might want to call in the next play based upon what the defense has done on that side of the field.
So a 3rd down now coming up for Pulaski. 3rd and less than 1 for Pulaski at their own 29-yard line. And it's Cole off tackle, but stop behind the line. Tigers bunch up that play. And no gain on the carry. Drop back at the 28, may have lost a yard.
Boy, this defensive front tonight has really come to play.
So a 4th down situation once again for Pulaski. 4th and 2 at their own 28, and they'll go for it.
They may short kick it here. They've done that against
Let's see
Green
if they
Bay.
do that. Snap back to Cole. He kicks it away along the far sideline. Nobody back. Ball bounces inside the 30 and goes sideways to the 28-yard line and stop right there.
Yeah, 44-yard punt. They did that a couple times against Green Bay Preble. They line up in an offensive formation, which means Marshfield has to come up with their full defensive front.
And the ball will be put in play by Marshfield at their own 28-yard line. 1:23 remaining in the opening quarter, and Marshfield leading Pulaski 14-0. Tiger offense back on the field once again, led by quarterback Trevor Femmel. 1st and 10 Tigers at their own 28. Marsh in the backfield next to Trevor. And Trevor back to pass, wants the quarterback draw. Not much there. He'll fall forward across the 30 to 31. 3 yards for Femmel on that run.
Femmel gets carried, gains about 4.
2nd down now for the Tigers. 2nd and about 6 for Marshfield at their own 31-yard line.
Marshfield trying to put themselves into a 3rd and short here with this 2nd and medium long.
Here's Lemoyne near side, Hinson far side. Colby and Marsh shift into an I behind Femmel, who's under center on this play. Femmel turns, gives to Marsh, gets outside for a nice gain across the 35, and they'll get the 1st down with that run to about the 38.
Nice job running to the left side behind the left side of that Tiger line.
That's Andrew Marsh and Noah Peterson out there. And Marsh to the 39. He'll pick up 8 on that run. 1st and 10 Tigers at their own 39. Final seconds of the first quarter. Marshfield on top by 2 scores. The Tigers will try to get one more play off before this quarter expires. Lemoyne far side. Anderson wing on the far side. Mivert in the tight end on the near side. Femmel in the pistol. Takes the snap. Hands to Marsh. Has a nice seam across the 40, out across the 45, and near midfield. Good job again by Marsh. Close to another 1st down with that run. Jeff gains 9 more on that play. Puts Marshfield on a 2nd and 1, and that play will end the first quarter here at Hiding Stadium in Marshfield. Our score after 1 period, the Marshfield Tigers 14 and Pulaski nothing. Back with the second quarter in just a moment.
High school sports is being brought to you courtesy of our broadcaster club members, including Edward.
First things first with Mid-State Technical College. Dual credit programs earn you college credit in high school. Then choose a path that suits you. Use your skills to start your career or transfer to a university to continue your degree. Choose a new career. Transition easily and quickly by upgrading your skills. Or continue your education with dozens of classes to get you on your path. No matter your stage of the game, your first move is Mid-State Technical College.
rules and regulations, and materials that help promote and maintain the proper perspective for interscholastic sports. It's all available at www.wiaawi.org. This message from the WIAA. We open the second quarter here at Hiding Stadium. Marshfield Tigers lead 14-0. 2nd and 1 Tigers at their own 48-yard line. Femmel in the pistol. Takes the snap and runs himself to the outside. Not much there. He'll be stopped. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Not much further than that. Trevor may lose a yard on that play.
Femmel got that carry.
They'll mark him down at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
No gain on the play.
So 3rd and about a yard and a half, maybe 2 for Marshfield at their own 48-yard line. Tigers with 2 touchdowns on their 2 opening drives to lead 14-0.
So tough to call defense in this kind of a situation. 3rd and 2.
Lemoyne far side, Hinson near side, I backfield. Hinson goes through in motion. Hand off to Marsh, looking for a seam. First down and more. Carries inside the 50 to near the Pulaski 45-yard line.
Boy, Tigers have found something they like on the left side of that offensive line. Some nice gains on that side tonight.
And 6 more on that run for Jeff Marsh. A first down for Marshfield at the Pulaski 46. We're early in the second quarter, and Marshfield leads Pulaski 14-0. Tigers score touchdowns on their first 2 possessions tonight. Andrew Marsh, the left tackle. Noah Peterson, left guard. Doing a great job on that side. Miverton joins them as the tight end on this play from the I formation. Femmel fakes the handoff, rolls to the far sideline. He'll turn and throw down the far sideline, and the ball's up in the air and knocked down incomplete. Looking for Hinson at the 15-yard line. He was one-on-one with a Pulaski defensive back, Rylan Rodal, and Rodal got the hand in there, knocked the ball loose.
Yeah, another defensive back also colliding in that situation back there, and I think Hinson did the best he could getting a hand up there to possibly knock that ball away.
2nd and 10 now for Marshfield at the Pulaski 46-yard line. Lemoyne near side, Hinson far side. Femmel in the pistol formation. Marsh the tailback next to him. Hinson comes through in motion. And Femmel wants to run himself, has room to the outside, 40, 35-yard line, pull down inside the 35 at about the 33. 13 yards for Femmel and a Tiger first down.
First down.
Tigers move the chains once again.
Adams again with the stop.
We have 10:35 remaining in this second quarter. Tigers lead this ball game 14-0. WIAA playoff action tonight. Sebastian Grand-Corvitz out at right tackle once again this week. I backfield behind Femmel on 1st and 10. Hinson comes through in motion. Femmel back to pass. Throws across the middle and behind Miverton, incomplete. Miverton was there, but the pass thrown behind him, incomplete.
Femmel is 1 for 5 so far, but that big one was a 34-yard touchdown pass to Lemoyne.
Good job by Trevor tonight. James Clements at right guard this evening. 2nd and 10 Tigers at the Pulaski 33. Femmel back in the pistol. Takes the snap, hands to Marsh, dancing through the hole across the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Well,
4 yards for Marsh on that play.
I tell you, Pulaski completely shut off the run against Green Bay Preble between the tackles. They have some pretty stout kids up front, but right now that left side of the line in particular doing a nice job of moving some white shirts back.
Conversion play here for the Tigers. It's 3rd and about 6 for Marshfield at the Pulaski 29. Anderson and Seidel in an offset eye behind Femmel, who's under center on this play. Trevor pitches to Seidel coming near side. Tries to turn the corner, can't do so. He'll be pulled down in the backfield.
Yeah, he'll lose a couple.
Yep, Seidel pulled down from behind back around the 31 or 32.
Seidel with the carry, loses a couple.
Got to correct myself on passing stats. Actually, Trevor Femmel has passed for 92 yards, having completed 2 of 6. I forgot the 52 or 58-yard pass to Lemoyne also, in addition to the touchdown.
Yeah, that flea flicker play.
Yes.
Now here's a possession play for Marshfield. 4th and 8 Tigers at the Pulaski 32. Marshfield will go for it. Femmel from the pistol. Trevor drops back to pass. Looks, pump fake, starts to run. 30, 25, out of bounds around the 25. And he should be short of the first down by a yard or two, I believe. Let's see where they mark him. Official right now standing inside the 25. That would make it awfully close. He's on the near sideline, obscured by the Tiger bench. Tigers are yelling first down. The official's looking at it, and they're going to measure, I believe.
Got to bring the sticks all the way across the field.
Ball marked down to the, I thought he went out of the 25. The officials say 24. There's a gain of 7. So the sticks coming across the field. Once again, the winner of this game plays next Friday against River Falls or La Crosse Central in round 2. River Falls has the top seed, so if they win tonight, they'll have the ball game, and that would be at UW River Falls next Friday night. Chains coming across the field. Tigers hoping for a first down on a nice run by Trevor Femmel. Had to get to the 24. Chains being stretched right now. And he did not get there. Stopped on downs, and Pulaski takes over at their own 24-yard line with 8:45 remaining in the opening quarter, and Marshfield leading Pulaski 14-0. You're listening to Marshfield Tiger football on Sports Radio 92.3 FM, WOSQ, Spencer, Marshfield, and WOSQFM.com. With Dale Yukaitis, I'm Gene Delisio at Hiding Stadium.
Let's see if the Tigers can hold them to shorter yardage on first down. Pulaski has been gaining 5 or 6 yards on first down.
Cole and Schultz in the backfield. One of those players will get that direct snap. Ball goes to Schultz. He heads for the far sideline. Now stops, gets hit, starts to run, and spins across the 25-yard line, taken down around the 27 or 28. Could have been hit in the backfield for a loss, but spun away and gains 4 or 5 yards on that run.
He did have Cole open in the wide flats. The deep receiver was double covered, nothing there. But Schultz, under pressure, was unable, running to his left, was unable to get his arm up and pass through the Tiger defense.
Gets about 5 yards on the play. 2nd and 5 for Pulaski at their own 28-yard line. 2 receivers wide, far side. Cole and Schultz again in the backfield. Ball goes to Schultz, the quarterback, and he gets drilled at the 30 and stopped right there, maybe the 31. Picks up 3 on that play, and again, a third down situation for Pulaski. 3rd and about 3 for Pulaski at their own 31-yard line. Tiger defense has been mighty tough so far tonight against this very stellar Pulaski offense. Braden Camps coming out wide to the near side. 3rd and 3, Pulaski at their own 31. Direct snap back to Schultz, throws near sideline. The ball is caught by Camps on the near sideline. He has running room out to near midfield and pushed out of bounds there.
Gain of 18.
A first down for Pulaski at their own 49-yard line. I believe that is Pulaski's first down tonight.
Yes, it is.
First down for Pulaski at their own 49. We have 7:18 left in the first half, and Marshfield leads Pulaski 14-0.
Luke Lemoyne now will come in to play right cornerback.
Wide out on the far side. Slot on the far side. Direct snap back to Cole. Heads for the far side. Gets outside. Gets pulled down. Nice open field tackle by Vaughn Colbeck at midfield. And Cole held to a gain of 1.
Keep in mind, now Cole is a 230-pound running back. He is not a small boy. Small man.
And Colbeck grabbed him by the ankles, knocks him down right on the midfield stripe. Gain of 1. 2nd and 9, Pulaski at the 50-yard line. 2 men out wide, far side. Dockstader comes through in motion. Snap back to Cole, coming near, or to Schultz now. Comes to the near sideline, spinning away from some tacklers, and gets swarmed under at about the Marshfield 47.
Schultz was looking to pass, Gene.
Yes, he was. Could not find anybody. And finally, Isaac Daggett drops him at the Marshfield 47, a gain of 3. So now a 3rd and 6 coming up for Pulaski at the Marshfield 47-yard line. New play comes in from Braden Camps. He'll go out wide to the far side. Dockstader wing on the near side. Got to watch him on that counter. Schultz and Cole in the backfield. And some movement up front. A Tiger player may have jumped across the neutral zone.
Yep, trying to time the snap. That's going to create a 3rd and about a yard.
Yep. Offside call on Marshfield. 3rd and 1 coming up for the Tigers. Colby leads GET, by the way, 14-0. Edgar leads Turtle Lake 8-0. Now that score 15-0 Edgar over Turtle Lake in the second quarter. 3rd and 1 for Pulaski at the Tiger 42. Snap back to Cole, straight ahead for the first down, and stopped inside the 40 at about the 37-yard line.
Nice hit there by a Tiger safety coming up.
Gain of 5 on the play. 1st and 10 for Pulaski.
Yeah, that was Meisner.
At the Tiger 48. Clock rolling, 5:40 remaining in the first quarter, first half rather. Marshfield on top, 14-0. Tigers scored touchdowns on their first 2 possessions tonight. Hogg and Camps both come out wide to the near side. Schultz and Cole in the backfield. Now Cole goes in motion. Schultz back to pass, throws the near sideline, caught at the 30-yard line. The receiver to the 20, 15, and pulled out of the 10-yard line. Ball caught by Gatlin Robadic with his first catch of the year on a slant pattern. He carries the ball down to the Tiger 9-yard line.
Lang with that tackle.
Gain of 28, a first down for Pulaski at the Tiger 9. And the Raiders in scoring range with 5:05 remaining in the first half. Marshfield on top, 14-0. Snap goes back to Cole. He gets hit in the backfield. He'll lose yardage. Very good penetration on that play by the Tigers. And Cole stopped in the backfield. First man in there for Marshfield was Reed Geiger, who made that play. Back at the 11, it's a loss of 2.
I wouldn't be surprised to see Pulaski come back with a counter here the way Marshfield is pursuing and really getting after Cole, following him everywhere.
2nd and goal, Pulaski.
And rightfully so.
At the Tiger 11. Now Cole lined up as a wideout on the near side. He goes in motion. And here's Schultz, wants to pass the ball. Lobs near sideline. The ball is juggled and caught at the 1-yard line. Ball was juggled and caught by Aiden McDougall, who went down on the 1-yard line. Aiden McDougall with his 9th catch of the year.
Gets it to the 1-yard line.
Gain of 10, and now a 3rd and goal for Pulaski at the Tiger 1-yard line.
Nice pass by Schultz there because McDougall was double covered.
Schultz and Cole in the backfield for that direct snap. Ball goes to Cole, off tackle. He dives forward, and he's close. He's close. No official word as of yet. He may be down. Looks like he is short. Did not get in. So a 4th and goal for Pulaski inside the Tiger 1-yard line. Tiger fans begin to stand to cheer on the Marshfield defense. Schultz and Cole and Dockstader all in the backfield. 4th and goal from the Tiger 1. And we may have a timeout. We do. Pulaski takes a timeout there first of the first half. 3:19 remaining in the second quarter, and our score is Marshfield 14, Pulaski nothing. More football in just a moment.
Central Wisconsin's original ESPN FM 92.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
Price.
Big play coming up right here. It's 4th and goal for Pulaski inside the Tiger 1-yard line.
Yeah, it's at about the 1 foot line.
Yep.
Now you would think they would try the middle again on some sort of a power run up the middle, but keep in mind that they have had success when they run the ball off tackle tonight.
Pulaski huddling at the sideline, now coming back on the field. Tiger defensive line digging in. 4th and goal for Pulaski inside the Tiger 1.
Unbalanced to the right side, heavy right.
Schultz and Cole to receive the snap. Ball goes to Cole off tackle. He slips. He goes down and did not get in.
Wow, he could have walked in.
Cole slipped and went down at the 1-yard line. How about that? Man, oh man, somebody's smiling on the Tigers tonight. And an 11-play drive stalls out for Pulaski at the Tiger 1-yard line.
I'm not sure if he was going to walk in, but he had plenty of momentum with that offensive line, that unbalanced line to the right side. And I don't know if he was trying to make a cut or what, but he just slipped and he lost about a foot.
And so Marshfield has the ball back on their own 1-yard line. 3:15 remaining in the first half. Tigers holding on to a 14-0 lead.
No holding penalty here, boys.
I backfield. Femmel himself takes it straight ahead for a few yards to give Marshfield some breathing room out to the 3.
The reason I say no holding penalty with that ball so close to the goal line, if you hold and that player is in the end zone at the time, that is a safety.
Yep. 2nd and 8 Tigers at their own 3-yard line.
Of course, the Tigers would gladly trade a safety right now for what they thought was going to happen moments ago.
You're right on that one, Dale. Quick moving first half, just 2:45 remaining before halftime. 2nd and 8 Tigers at their own 3. Anderson and Marsh in the eye behind Femmel. And Anderson straight ahead to about the 5. Picks up 2 more yards on that play.
Boy, people fighting for the ball underneath. I mean, I'm not saying it was loose, but boy, the Pulaski kids are in there just diving in there trying to dig that ball loose.
Tigers would love a first down here. They're faced with 3rd and 6 at their own 5-yard line. Brooks Hinson back in with a play from the sideline. When the Tigers snap the ball, there will be less than 2 minutes remaining before halftime. Hinson and Lemoyne go out wide to the far side. Femmel in the pistol on 3rd and 5 from the 6. Trevor takes the snap, runs himself. Not much room there. He'll be cut down after a short gain. Maybe 1 yard for Femmel on that play. So 4th and 5, and here's a timeout for Pulaski once again. Pulaski using its 2nd timeout of the first half. We now have 1:40 remaining in the second quarter. Marshfield leads Pulaski in this Division II playoff contest 14-0. We'll return to Hiding Stadium and more football in just a moment.
R&R Flooring in Spencer is your place for the best in innovation and lowest pricing for your flooring project. New or remodel, tile, carpet, hardwood, ceramic, cork, you name it, R&R Flooring is ready for you today. R&R Flooring supports area programs like the broadcast you're watching and also supports area suppliers so you get great quality and pricing that fits your budget. Go to R&R Flooring today to see their showroom of flooring, furniture, mattresses, and custom-built showers. R&R Flooring in Spencer.
Marshfield Tigers up by 2 scores. We're late in the second quarter. Marshfield in a punting situation here on 4th and 4 at their own 7-yard line. At halftime, we'll review the high school volleyball and soccer scores from postseason play last night. That and more on our halftime program. Noah Peterson punting from his own end zone. Elliot Karch back in deep safety for Pulaski at the Marshfield 45. Good snap. And a high kick, very high kick.
Awesome kick.
Karch gets out of the way. Ball bounces sideways inside the 50 to the 45 to the 43-yard line. Karch refusing to field the ball cost himself about 10 yards, if not more. Good job by Noah Peterson.
About a 50-yard punt.
And Pulaski has the ball back at their own 42-yard line with 1:27 remaining in the second quarter. And Marshfield leading 14-0.
The gentleman that let that punt go was also the guy that stepped out of the way in Femmel's touchdown run.
Pulaski offense on the field. They have one timeout remaining before halftime. From that single wing, Cole gets the snap, heads for the far side, breaks some tackles at the 50 and out of bounds near the first down marker inside the 50-yard line. That will be a first down. Looks like at the Tiger 46. Gain of 12, first and 10 Pulaski at the Tiger 46. Clock moving, 1:15 remaining, second quarter. Tigers lead 14-0. Two receivers on the far side. Snap goes back to Schultz, wants to pass, steps up, spins away. Now throws deep on the far sideline, and the ball is fought for and knocked away incomplete. There was a Pulaski man actually on his back, tried to make the catch on that play. That was Dockstader being defended on the play, I believe, by Evan Pretsch. And the ball skirmed away from both of them, incomplete pass.
Well, there's no doubt in watching video and prep for this game, Dockstader has good wheels. I saw him take off in about a 78-yard touchdown run or so against Green Bay Preble, I believe.
Second and 10 for Pulaski at the Tiger 46. From that single wing formation once again, Dockstader goes through in motion. Snap back to Schultz, back to pass, being rushed and hits and taken down back at the 46-yard line. Colbeck and Daggett combined on that sack back at the Pulaski 46.
Oh my goodness, he got buried.
Both came in unopposed. Both get a half sack. That gives Daggett 9.5 sacks this year, and Colbeck 1.5. And with that play, it looks like Pulaski will take a timeout. They mark the ball back at the Pulaski 46, so a loss of 8 on the play. And that, by our count, is Pulaski's final timeout. It comes with 52 seconds remaining before halftime, and Marshfield leading by a score of 14-0. This Pulaski ball club has had some impressive wins in recent.
What Heartland Farms is a large potato and vegetable operation. Who Heartland Farms is a group of hardworking, dedicated people who have a common vision.
Heartland Farms is an accumulation of individuals who came from family farm backgrounds, grew up on family farms, and now have come together as one larger team to own and manage a much larger farm enterprise.
Option pass where you throw the ball out here to the outside and then that person throws the ball downfield. We saw that effective in the last game Marshfield played on a touchdown.
Third and long coming up here for Pulaski. They had the ball at their own 46. They have to get to the Tiger 36 for a first down. So third down, third and about 17.
And you're always looking for that ever popular hook and lateral.
Yeah. Schultz and Cole line up in the backfield. One will get the direct snap. Ball goes to Schultz. He hands back to Dockstader. He comes to the near sideline on the sweep with plenty of room to the 50-yard line, then upended nicely in the open field by Brooks Hinson. Good job by Hinson with a great open field tackle at the Marshfield 46-yard line. It's a gain of 8 and leaves Pulaski with a fourth down, 4th and 10 Pulaski at the Tiger 46-yard line. They're out of timeouts. The clock is rolling. 20 seconds remaining. Pulaski in no hurry. Caden Hogg has a new play, and he's taking his time coming out here. Clock down to 12 seconds. Now at 10 as Pulaski lines up on 4th and 10 from the Tiger 46-yard line. Snap back to Schultz, back to pass. Steps up, being rushed, gets hit and taken down at the 47-yard line by Daggett, and that play will end the first half of football here at Hiding Stadium.
That would be a sack.
Yes, it would be, right at the loss of 1, so a quarterback sack once again for the Marshfield Tigers. Their second of the first half of this football game. Want to remind you that Marshfield Tiger football this evening on WOSQ, brought to us by the Marshfield Tiger Booster Club. Nicolay National Bank, and Hefco Flora Company of Marshfield. Let's quickly check some other scores being passed.
The wing is Keegan Hartway, and Strite wants to throw. Slipped on his back foot. He throws a wobbler. He had a man behind the defense. It's caught. Across the 30, down inside the 20, 15, 10-5, touchdown. Norrington gets the catch.
Time now for the Jerry Sin Show, recorded at Edgar Family Restaurant in Edgar, and sponsored by Security Health Plan. Security Health Plan, promises kept, plain and simple. Visit securityhealth.org today. Welcome to the Jerry Sin Show. I'm your host, Jason Zaleski. Jerry Sin Show weekly, sponsored by Security Health Plan, promises kept, plain and simple, here at Edgar Family Restaurant with Edgar head football coach Jerry Sins. Coach, I joked a little bit last week about if you beat Auburndale, then you got to go on the field and talk to Coach Jay Anderson, and you got to at least wish him good luck the next week. We talked about that last week. And then maybe, give him some words of inspiration or something. I don't know what you did, but game was tied. I'm going to show you the clip here, what turned out to be the game-winning touchdown. And as we're showing that to the folks at home, game's tied. This is about 4 minutes or so left in the game. They're tied at 14. And, there's a couple of ways you can win a football game, right? You can do it on the ground, do it traditionally. I'm going to zoom that in here on this next clip, but why not just win the game? Maybe a catch of the year across high school football. Now Auburndale does go and they intercept Colby a couple minutes after this, so the defense clinched it. But there's Alex Wilford from Trayton Weber. You saw those guys recently. Thoughts on that catch by Alex?
Yeah, I saw it on TV, and we talked about it with the kids on Sunday night, because of course, obviously we were, hoping for a possible way to get a part of the conference championship too, and that's the only way it could happen. But I said, yeah, you see guys in the pros make those catches, but you don't see guys in high school make catches like that very often. So it was definitely we knew when we played Auburndale that he was a very talented guy.
Yes.
Especially defensively. I thought the guy really had a nose for the ball and moved around well, and so it's not like a total shock, but it was a very good play.
I first ran into Alex. This is the Edgar Football Show, by the way, but I ran into Alex in 2020. That year, Auburndale played just a 1-year 8-man. They were short on things in the COVID and everything else. So he caught a catch in the end zone, a juggling catch. He might have been a freshman then, whatever he was, 2 years
sophomore
then. He makes a juggling catch with zeros on the clock to win the game. So he's been doing this stuff his whole career. Alex Wilford has. Fortunately for you, you won't have to see Auburndale in the postseason. So you're through with them. We'll talk about postseason here in just a little bit. But first, 35-0. You had Marathon come over on Friday night. I took a look at some of these stats. If people didn't get a chance to watch the game week, I like to kind of pour over stats the week after. You had 3 pass attempts from your offense. They had 28 pass attempts, and Hoax them out with 27 of those. How did you withstand the air assault from the Marathon Red Raiders?
Yeah, they passed the ball well. We actually had 9 pass plays in our first script of 20. We ended up only throwing 3. I mean, our first one was their only completion. First play of the game, we completed a 64-yarder for a touchdown.
Yeah.
After that, our quarterback ran once or twice when there were pass plays, and he scrambled and whatever. And the other ones, he probably got sacked, once or twice. Once I know he dropped the ball, so then he had to jump on and recover it. And so, it wasn't our plan to only pass 3 times. It just turned out that way. And then, of course, once we got ahead, well, we tend to not pass when we're ahead, so then it just kind of happened that way.
Yeah, and he happened to have an interception in the game, too.
Right.
So that sometimes, the old football coaches, you're not in that category. The old football coaches, they always said you can throw a ball, but only one thing good can happen and 2 things bad can happen. And so there are some reasons maybe not to throw the ball. You'll figure that out. Another nice night rushing, 225 yards. He held them to just 76. So tackling getting better defensively as the seasons went on?
I think so. Matt Anderson, he's a very good runner. And he ran right over some of our guys early in the game, several times. Eventually we had to game tackle him more. But we were happy that we got 3 guys that are finally carrying the ball pretty well now. Carter Butt had him on 100 yards. the Colby Weisenberger had 70-something, and Jace Applebeck had 60-something. Well, that's what we always work for, is to try to get 3 guys that are carrying the ball and all taking the weight off each other's shoulders, so to speak. So we're hoping maybe we can keep that going in the playoffs.
Coach says, something-ish yards. He's always exactly right, by the way. He knows his football up and down. Carter, about 98 yards. Colby Weisenberger, 72. 2 touchdowns for Colby on Friday night. And then Leighton Schuett with 24 yards. Jace Applebeck with 64 yards. So you're certainly right on there. Let's go back to the opening touchdown. It was the only completed pass, so I think we can talk about that a little bit. You told Tom after the game that Avery Normington's got some speed. How can you get, you're doing it, but is there a way to get the speed guys even more involved now come playoffs?
I think we might have to. Friday night looks like it's going to be nice, 60-something degrees. Yeah. So certainly we're going to try again Friday. Yeah, Leighton and Schuett and Avery are both very fast runners. And they both have good hands too. Like I said, we tend, when we're playing teams like Auburndale who throws the ball so well, then we try to keep it away from them. It's kind of the same thing we did when we played Stratford. And of course, you're going to keep it away from them. Well, you do that better by running. We scored on our first 2 plays of the game against Marathon, and of course, at that point, our defensive coach said to me, "Will you give us a rest on defense? We're on the field all the time." I said, "Well,
what a problem, yeah.
We're not going to tell the guys to fall down at the 3-yard line or something just to give you a rest." But of course, the defense pretty much played the whole first quarter because we were scoring in 1 play, but not necessarily by design, but it just happened that way. So, the passing, we need to keep working on the passing. There's no doubt about it.
Last about the regular season, you do end up as conference champs, so you get another championship banner to put up, or at least to talk about. You head into the postseason now as a 2 seed. How do you? This is a school sport, so let's go to grades now. What kind of grade would you put on the regular season for your guys?
I think pretty well. I mean, obviously, the Colby game was our homecoming week. We didn't play it that well. We started out well. We played it a quarter and a half well. Our best player was not feeling well that day. You never make excuses, but that's just what happened. We planned on running him 25 times that game, but with the way it was, he only carried 7 or 8 times. Well, that put kind of a crimp in our offense. Yeah. And so anyway, but since then, I think our seniors have been good leaders. They've helped us out a lot, even though they're small in number. They're playing really hard. And so for us to go 8-1 in a conference as competitive as ours, I think we had a good year.
Good. We think so too. All right, moving now to postseason. We had our seed projections. WI threw us a little bit of a curveball. They put Regis into your grouping, which has them as the 1, you as the 2. Aside from that, you've got 4 teams in your grouping from the Dunn St. Croix Conference. So let's maybe start with that. What do you know about that conference? I know you got some personal ties, but what do you know about that group of 4, especially from that conference?
Well, that's the conference I played in when I was in high school. Same name, way back in the 60s. Teams are very different. Back then, we used to play Baldwin, Woodville, and Somerset and some of these other schools, but those schools are now 500 kids or whatever. And of course, Elmwood is small. They're now co-oping with Plum City, but they're in that conference. Like Turtle Lake was not in it back then. Spring Valley, Spring Valley's in there. They were in there. So, I'm pretty familiar, obviously, with that area and with those teams. My brothers still live in that area, so they go to the games. They fill me in once in a while. I know Elmwood's got a great running back, got a guy with 2,200 yards, so it'd be nice to see him, but I don't know if that'll happen. But
if being the 2 seed, if you do your job, you'll have at least 2 home games, so that's got to be a little bit reassuring to be able to play at home.
Yeah, it's always nice because most of these teams are a long ways from us. I mean, if we have to travel to them, most of them are 100 to 120 miles away. So it's certainly nice to have them at home.
Turtle Lake, they go by the Lakers, not the Turtles, which has always been confusing for me because you've got Shell Lake not that far away that is also the Lakers. So somebody should have broke the tie there, and somebody should have been the Shells or the Turtles. But be that as it may, Turtle Lake's got a couple big running backs, or a couple running backs put up some big numbers. So the tackling again by defense will have to be key on Friday night.
Yeah, they have 3 very skilled guys at least, and their numbers 3, 4, and 5. 3 and 4 are brothers, maybe even twins. I don't know. They're both seniors. They both weigh about 190. One of them's got 800 and something yards rushing, and the other guy's got 600 and something yards receiving. And then 5 is the quarterback, and he's the dual-purpose guy. He's passed for about 1,000 yards and run for about 600. So they certainly got some guys that are weapons. Maybe their toughest guy, maybe number 12, who's their fullback and middle linebacker, and he's a tackling machine on defense and a pretty good blocker on offense, so he's another guy we have to contend with.
Folks that go to the game on Friday night, or if they can't make it there, they watch it with us. Maybe it's the end of the first quarter. Forget about what the scoreboard says, but how will people at home, because this is a team that nobody probably around here has ever seen, Turtle Lake. How will people watching the game know that things are going according to Coach Sins's plan after the first quarter?
Well, obviously, we're going to have to be running the ball, fairly well, even though once again, we'll come up planning to pass some, and if the weather is nice like they say it's going to be, maybe it'll look, a little better this week. Hopefully the field is dry, which I think it's going to be, and as long as we're not making any mistakes, getting too many penalties, all that things are going kind of the way a guy plans.
If you happen to win on Friday night, you'll take on the winner of Spring Valley and Hurley. There those Hurley North Stars are again, right? Maybe, and you never know, except this time it would have to be at your place. No long drives up to Hurley. How do you go about collecting film for those games? Has film already been shared from, I guess, over the weekend?
The WIAA requires each team to pretty much on Saturday morning share your last 2 games with who your next opponent's going to be, and everybody's very good about that now, and everybody either has Huddle or some other format like that, and some of those are actually now getting a little better now, but I think they're very clear and very nice. So yeah, whoever we play, if we win, we'll have their information right away on Saturday morning, and they'll have ours, and then you just go from there. And the key is, I think, not to look ahead, because you got to worry about who you have, each week, and because you never know, the team you might be looking ahead to might get beat, and then you're not playing them anyway.
Yeah.
So you just wasted effort.
Third year of computerized seating. The WIAA tells us the first 2 years there were very few, almost no upsets at all through that seed process. So I guess that's good. That means that the teams are being categorized correctly. But with that being said, when something like that happens, there is an upset. How are you and the coaches able to kind of undo what you did maybe in that preparation and now have to reel it back in and now look at a different team?
Yeah, the seating stuff, to me, I obviously don't understand it that well, because I've never seen, the criteria that's used. I know that every year there's a few situations where it does not seem to make sense, where I think this year one of the games we thought was maybe Maple Northwestern and St. Croix Falls, and I believe Maple beat them head-to-head, and they're in the same bracket. And yet St. Croix got the 1 seed, and they got the 2, and they also have a better record. And there's a couple other places down by Milwaukee that have the same situation. A situation like with Colby dropping all the way from a 1 seed to a 4 with a 6-point loss. That seems like a big drop to me, to go from a 1 seed to a 4 seed with 1 6-point loss to another 8-1 team. But I don't know. I would have kind of thought that
maybe
Colby S and Auburndale might all be 2 seeds, but instead it's a 2, 3, and a 4. So,
right. Yeah, interesting for sure. We actually talked about Northwestern and Maple on our Valley Sports reveal show on Saturday morning. The difference there seemed to, because you're exactly right, Northwestern, the 2 conference champs, St. Croix, the 1 not conference champs, but the mathematical formula doesn't take into account conference champions. What it seemed to come down to was, in that case, Northwestern's non-conference opponent, or the 2 opponents, had a combined record of 6-12, whereas St. Croix Falls' non-conference opponents were 15-3. So that non-conference put their strength of schedule is on a full year. Anyway, that's for a whole different show, and we can maybe after the season's done, you and I can get together and maybe have some other people come and talk about that. A little bit bittersweet today. Last of our Jerry Sins shows for the season. We're going to let Coach go and focus on the playoffs. So thanks for being here every week. Thanks for even going through some of the schedule changes. We appreciate having you.
Thank you very much for having me.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. Coach and I get to stay after the show and talk about other stuff that you don't get to find out about. So that's probably the most fun for me. Okay, so good luck on Friday. Again, Tom King will have the call. If you can't make it, we'll have it live on Zaleski Sports. We always end with a little bit not high school football. So Packers have lost 2 games in a row now. Yeah, I don't think Coach wanted me to bring this up. It's probably been a long time since you've lost 2 games in a row. But if you were to give some advice to the team on, you lose back-to-back games, that's one thing. But you lose 3, now you're on a losing streak. What's some advice you can give to a team that's a little bit on the outs right now?
Well, I mean, personally, I think they've got to get their offensive line straightened out. They've given up, didn't run the ball very effectively, only rushed for about 60 yards. And of course, Rodgers was under pressure and getting sacked. I think he got sacked 4 times, got hit about 10 times. I think they got good offensive linemen. I don't know if they're just not in sync with playing with one another because Bakhtiari just came back and Jigen just come back. But I think that's where you got to start. You always have to start with the offensive and defensive lines. People think, oh, you got to call different plays or you got to use a different strategy or run a different offense. No, that generally doesn't straighten anything out. You always have to start with the line, and if you get that straightened out, then the whole team seems to play well.
Guys like me and you that maybe might understand football maybe more than somebody else. Sometime in the first quarter, I said this game's over. You kind of knew right away by the looks of it, I thought. But in the NFL these days, they get to play now an extra game, so they're playing 17 games. So it's always been said the NFL is a marathon season. Well, now it's a marathon plus a game. So there is time, but those Vikings now in first place by a couple games. Got to be a little bit concerning to Packer fans, maybe.
I would think so, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, Coach, best of luck on Friday night. We wish you well. We'll all be watching.
Thank you very much.
All right. That'll do it for this week's Jerry Sin Show and this season of the Jerry Sin Show. Thank you all for watching. Have a great night.
You know better when you see it.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
But sometimes it's a little harder to tell what better looks like, and you could use a little help.
Thanks, Mom.
Security Health Plan. Everything you need in a health plan. Everything you'd expect from a good neighbor.
They could explode at any time, so it's still quite a ball game yet.
82 receiving yards for Luke Lemoyne so far this evening. That's one shy of his best. He had 83 in the ball game against Stevens Point a few weeks ago. Luke now with 29 catches for over 500 yards for Marshfield this season. Marshfield will kick off to begin play here in the second half. Braxton Kurthon to kick the ball away to begin third quarter action.
Marshfield doing a good job on both times they've kicked off tonight and keeping the Pulaski team deep in their own territory and making them have to try to march, maybe 80 yards, or I think one time it was a little bit more than that, 75 yards, or a little less than that, 75 yards. So here we go, Gene.
Rodall and Dockstader back in deep safety for Pulaski.
Shorter kick.
Kick to Dockstader on the 7. Far side, 15, the 20. Spins around across the 25, out to near the 30-yard line.
Good coverage again by that special teams from Marshfield. Gene, one of the things you don't account for when you get the playoff season in any sport is how much more a team really wants to play at this point of the season. The Tigers are showing a lot of enthusiasm tonight. I think Pulaski is also playing very hard. That's going to sound harsh to people, but there are many times towards the end of a season where even though a team is doing fairly well, the kids kind of look around at each other and go, I might want to get ready for hockey, or I might want to get ready for basketball, or I've heard the Charlie Brown, the yada from the coaching staff, and let's move on. But good game here tonight.
Certainly is. 1st and 10 Pulaski at their own 31-yard line. Schultz and Cole in the backfield. One of those players will get a direct snap from center. Now Cole goes in motion. Snap goes to Schultz, who run himself straight ahead to the 40 to 35 to about the 37 or 38-yard line. Several Tigers there, Willow White being one of them. At the 38, a gain of 7 on that run by the quarterback Schultz.
Too much on first down.
2nd and 3 for Pulaski at their own 38-yard line. Beautiful evening for football here in central Wisconsin. Glad to have you with us for our broadcast tonight.
Can't beat it in a late October football game.
Schultz and Cole again in the backfield. Direct snap goes to Cole on the far side to the 45-yard line. Cuts back inside to midfield, and he's coming down the near sideline with room. 30, 20-yard line, the 15, the 10, and in the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, there he is. He finally explodes. 6'3", 230 pounds, started off that right side. They like that right side power play, and he got about 7 or 8 yards and then saw an opening and cut all the way across the field diagonally for the big score.
62-yard touchdown run for Maverick Cole, his 21st rushing touchdown of the year. And so Pulaski on the scoreboard here early in the third quarter.
Now we have a ball game.
2-play, 69-yard scoring drive. Sam Murphy comes on to try the PAT. Ball is placed down. Kick is away. A low kick, and it is good.
Murphy's kick is good.
So Pulaski is on the scoreboard. We're early in the third quarter here at Hiding Stadium. Our score is Marshfield 14, Pulaski 7. And more football coming up right after these messages.
High School Sports is brought to you courtesy of our broadcaster club members, including Quality Roofing Marshfield, commercial roofing and sheet metal services throughout Wisconsin, and supporting all area athletes. Chili Implement, County Y in Chili, the official source for Land Pride implements for farm, turf, dirt working, and landscaping. And J Rolls Marshfield delivers fresh,
For over 50 years, the Dental Clinic of Marshfield has served the area with the talent and expertise of big city dentistry with a hometown feel. With our multi-specialty staff and board-certified periodontist, orthodontist, and pediatric dentist, Dental Clinic of Marshfield has solutions for our patients of all ages from 1 to 100. We take pride in being in-network with an array of insurance companies to meet the needs of our community and our patients. No matter what your dental need, the Dental Clinic of Marshfield will be there for you.
Willow White and Seidel back in deep safety for Marshfield.
Watch for the power onside kick here. No, they're going to spread out. That bunch formation like that, once they get the figure from the flag from the official, or the go ahead from the official downfield, some teams will just rush all those guys forward on an onside power kickoff.
Looks like Murphy will kick it deep on this play. He does squib it straight ahead to Anderson on the 26-yard line across the 35. Now that's Hinson again. Hinson across the 35, pushed back there.
Hinson took a big hit before he was pushed back. His head and shoulders kind of bounced back a little bit from that contact.
It's Marshfield football on their own 37-yard line. We're early in the second half, and Marshfield leads Pulaski 14-7 in this Division II playoff opener.
So can Marshfield come out of the locker room with as much enthusiasm as fire as they had in the first part of this ball game?
Lemoyne and Hinson wide far side. Femmel in the pistol, Marsh next to him. Femmel will hand to Marsh off the right side. Not much there. Gets stood up by Pulaski defensive lineman Xander Goltz and drop for a short gain.
Good crowd here tonight. Maybe not as big as like a homecoming game. Decent crowd on the far side over there for Pulaski. They probably have a couple hundred, maybe even 300 people over there on the far side.
Yeah, I think you're right, Dale. Good crowd over there. 2nd and 8 Tigers at their own 39-yard line. Lemoyne far side, Hinson near side, Meverton tight end on the near side, Colby and Marsh in the eye behind Femmel. Femmel wants to pass. Near sideline, it's almost intercepted. It is intercepted. Picked off by Brock Steinbrecher, comes down the near sideline and to the end zone for the touchdown.
Well,
Brock Steinbrecher steps in front of a Femmel pass. That's the first interception Trevor has thrown in the last 5.5 games. Steinbrecher on the interception return for a score, and just like that, Pulaski 1 point shy of tying this ball game.
Trying to throw the ball and just a little short out pattern over here to a slot receiver, and I'm sure he never saw that defender. Sometimes you just don't see him in your vision because of the alleys you're trying to throw through.
And now Murphy again will try to kick the PAT. Kick is on the way. It's blocked.
Big.
Kick is blocked, I believe, by let's see who that was. It looks like that was Donnie Carolfi. Donnie Carolfi on the block. And so Marshfield maintains a 1 point lead.
Huge.
Now 10:05 remaining in the third quarter. And Marshfield leads Pulaski 14-13. More football in just a moment.
Milk has been building champions for centuries. Why? Research shows that real milk builds pregame muscle, and low-fat chocolate milk.
At Bauer & Fine Business Technologies in Marshfield, our company has been serving Central Wisconsin since 1955. We're still locally owned and believe strongly in supporting the communities that support us. If you're a current customer, thank you. If you're not a current customer, we'd love to work with you. Let's talk about copiers, printers, postage meters, and network services. Give us a call today at 800-288-2712 or visit our website at b-bt.com. Bauer & Fine Business Technologies. Better business together.
Lead for Marshfield, still early in the third quarter.
PA system, they're playing jump around, and I looked to see how many people were jumping around. One.
Yeah,
I saw one student. I think it's maybe too cold for some people to jump around, even though it's a beautiful evening.
So just that one student and yourself, so not much there.
Yeah, well, if I jump around too much, I'll probably fall out of the press box here, so I got to be careful. You'll grab me, though, right?
Well, I'll do my best.
You'll push me right out the window is what you'll do.
Murphy kicking off for Pulaski once again. Squibbs one once again, straight ahead. Hinson on the 25, heading for the far sideline, the 30, 35-yard line, and out near the 40. Good field position for the Tigers. 1st and 10 Marshfield, near their own 40-yard line. Still early third quarter, and suddenly the Tigers with a 1 point lead. They're on top 14-13.
Well, Tigers opened the game up with a big play, a flea flicker for about 58 yards in this ball game, and pretty obvious right off the bat the Tigers thought they're going to have to put up quite a few points against this Pulaski team.
1st and 10 Tigers at their own 39-yard line. Slot to the near side. Femmel in the pistol. Fakes the handoff. Takes it himself straight ahead. Gets hit and stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Yep.
Some good penetration by the Pulaski defense. Looked like it was Madden Skenador came in there, hit Femmel, and knocked him down after a very short gain, maybe a half yard on the play. 2nd and 10 Tigers at their own 39-yard line.
So now you're in a 2nd and long situation, or what they say is behind the chains.
Lemoyne to the near side, Hinson far side, Colby and Marsh in the eye, Femmel under center. Trevor takes the snap, fakes the handoff, rolls near side, now turns and starts to run himself across the 40, 45 to midfield, pulled down from behind inside Pulaski territory, but he'll get the first down with that run.
Great run. I thought he was going to be dropped for about, well, tackled after about a 2-yard gain, but somehow kind of bounced around in traffic just beyond the line of scrimmage and got the good yardage.
Gets 15 on the play, a first down for Marshfield. At the Pulaski 47-yard line, Tigers on top 14-13. 9 minutes remaining in the third quarter here at Hiding Stadium.
What a huge threat. I'm over there as a defensive coach, and I'm looking at the start of that play, and I'm saying, we've got him. Uh-oh, no, we don't.
Lemoyne wide out far side, Brooks Hinson near side. Tigers shift, Meverton tight end near side, Anderson and Marsh in the eye behind Femmel. The handoff to Marsh, has a seam outside, but now gets pulled down. He'll maybe lose a yard. A Pulaski ball player closing quickly on that play. And Marsh drop back at the 47. He'll lose a yard on that run. Loss of 1, 2nd and 11 Tigers at the Pulaski 48-yard line.
Pulaski coming out fired up, and obviously with the 2 quick touchdowns, that adds another log or 2 to the fire. And they're fired up over on that sideline and in the stands as well.
Tigers with a second and long here, 2nd and 11 at the Pulaski 48. Hinson near side, Lemoyne far side, Colby and Marsh in the eye. Hinson goes through in motion. And Colby looking for some running room straight ahead. Not much. He'll dive forward to near the 45-yard line. Eli Colby for about 2.
It's usually a good time to run that fullback trap when you've got a longer yardage. 2nd and long, 3rd and long. I've seen people run it at the end of a halftime sometimes, and remember Rapids doing that a couple times, going all the way for a touchdown on that doggone fullback trap.
Now Tigers want to convert here. They're faced with 3rd and 9, just shy of the Pulaski 45-yard line.
Anigo used to love that play too.
Hinson and Lemoyne both far side, and Evan Jacoby wide out on the near side on 3rd and 9. Hinson comes through in motion. Femmel drops back to pass. Steps up, lobs it far sideline for Lemoyne. Goes up with one hand, but can't pull it in. Incomplete. Just overthrown. Luke got one hand on the football, but could not pull it in. Incomplete pass.
Yeah, he had a receiver coming across the grain. I believe that was Hinson coming across in the middle of the field. It was pretty much wide open, but he was looking at Lemoyne there all the way. Don't blame him, the way they've connected this year, I guess.
So 4th and 9 for Marshfield at the Pulaski 46. Noah Peterson will kick it away for Marshfield. Elliot Karch back in deep safety for Pulaski. Good kick by Peterson, a high kick. Karch let this ball bounce inside the 5, goes sideways and out of bounds inside the 5-yard line.
Once again, Karch deciding course. That bounced inside the 10-yard line, and one of the rules of thumb that you are given as a return man is if it's inside the 10, let it go. Well, he did, and Peterson kicked it out of bounds.
And so Pulaski begins this drive on their own 4. 6:55 left, 3rd quarter. Marshfield leads 14-13 at Steam Stadium in Schofield. At halftime, Stratford leads Cumberland 48-0. 1st and 10 for Pulaski at their own 4-yard line. Snap back to Cole, heads for the far side, gets outside with a nice block across the 10 and pulled down around the 20-yard line. Hinson and Colbeck on that stop, and a nice gain for Cole to get Pulaski away from their own goal line.
Boy, they had 2 linemen that were heading downfield, about 15 yards downfield, and for a minute I thought that was Cole. I didn't bring my binoculars here tonight, so I thought there he goes again.
16 yards on that play. 1st and 10 Pulaski at their own 20-yard line. Pulaski runs a single wing. Now Cole comes in motion, so Schultz in the backfield by himself. Takes the snap and runs himself, gets hit by Colbeck, and he'll go no place. Vaughn Colbeck saw that coming all the way, and the quarterback Schultz stopped at the line of scrimmage for virtually no gain.
You know, the single wing is an odd offense. Technically, by history, the guy that's blocking up by the line of scrimmage is called the quarterback, and the 2 guys in the backfield then are called fullback and tailback, so it doesn't matter.
2nd and 10. There's also the spinner back in some of those offenses.
Yeah, that's usually that up back.
2nd and 10, Pulaski at their own 20.
Counter.
And here's Doc Stater, and the Tigers read that well. I believe that was Willowite. Yes, it was. They ran that counter to Doc Stater, and Willowite grabbed him from behind and knocked him down at the line of scrimmage for no gain. Big play there by Garrett Willowite.
Well, one of the things that helps the Tigers there is they run that very same type of counter look, so they see it all week long potentially in practice. They've seen a few other teams like Wausau West try to run that play. Unbalanced line right.
Here's a 3rd and 10 for Pulaski at their own 20-yard line. And here's Cole wants to pass the ball far sideline. It's caught at the 30-yard line. Then the ball kicked loose, incomplete. They're going to rule that out of bounds. The ball was caught by the tight end, Zach Preblisky, and then it looked like he took a step or two, took a hit, and the ball was knocked away from him across the sideline out of bounds, and the officials rule incomplete pass.
Wow, Tigers getting a break there, I think, because you're right. Of course, he may have been juggling that ball. It's on the far sideline. It's kind of hard to tell.
So a 4th and 10 now for Pulaski at their own 20. Steinbrecher on to punt the ball away from inside his own 10-yard line. Evan Pretsch back deep for Marshfield at his own 40. Good snap. Here's the kick, a line drive up the far sideline. And Pretsch grabs it at the 40-yard line and takes a hit right there. Marshfield football, probably on their own 39. 5:07 remaining, third quarter. Marshfield holding on to a 14-13 lead. DC Everest leads Hudson at halftime 9-0. Colby leads GET 35-0. Edgar leads Turtle Lake 22-0. Stratford leads Cumberland 48-0 all at halftime. Tiger offense back on the field. 1st and 10 Tigers at their own 38-yard line.
So Colby and Edgar in pretty close game for the first half of the game. Now starting to open it up.
Seidel and Marsh both in the backfield. Femmel in the pistol formation. Trevor grabs the snap. Here's the counter play. It's Anderson near side across the 40. 45 to midfield, running over tacklers inside. Pulaski territory to the Raider 48.
He plays a blocking back. I guess you could call it a fullback or an H-back spot on that play. You don't expect to see a guy like him running a counter, but there it was.
And Braden Anderson runs for 14 and picks up a Tiger first down at the Pulaski 48-yard line.
Well, I mentioned before, Pulaski's been really pursuing to the outside, and Tiger coaches saw that too and says, well, let's see. We'll try this.
Lemoyne wide far side. Femmel back in the pistol. Takes the snap and runs himself. Cuts outside 45-40 to the 35-yard line, to the Pulaski 30 along the near sideline. Forced out of bounds near the 30.
Couple of blockers out in front, and you almost kind of wanted to say, get out of the way, because he was trying to weave his way downfield, and he was close to climbing up the back of his blockers.
Femmel gains 19 on that play to the Pulaski 29-yard line. Yet another Tiger first down.
And 108 yards rushing.
Boy, Trevor Femmel, over 100 yards rushing tonight. His best 185 against DC Everest, had 88 against Hortonville last week. 1st and 10 Tigers at the Pulaski 29. Femmel wants to run the quarterback draw this time to the 25-yard line. A flag down behind the play. And Femmel taken down to the 22, but there's a flag flying on this play. We've seen few penalty flags tonight, but here's one right here.
Umpire threw that one right at the line of scrimmage.
It's a holding call on Marshfield. So that play comes back, and the ball marked back to the Pulaski 38. It will be 1st and 19. Now 1st and 18 for the Tigers at the Pulaski 38-yard line. Tigers led by 14 at halftime. Their lead now down to 1 midway through the third quarter, as Pulaski scored touchdowns early, 2 touchdowns, early in this second half. Lemoyne wide far side. Miverton tight end on the near side. Seidel and Marsh in the backfield next to Femmel, who's in the pistol. Trevor takes the snap, hands to Marsh. Straight ahead, not much there. He'll be pushed back at the line of scrimmage. No gain for Jeff Marsh on that play. Brings up 2nd and 18 for Marshfield at the Pulaski 38-yard line.
One of those plays where the fans in the stands say, what are you doing running that straight ahead when it's 20 yards for a first down? Well, he may be looking at a little trap up in the middle again, trying to catch that defense spread out, because it is 20 yards for a first down.
Lemoyne wide far side. Hinson near side. Anderson a blocking back on the near side. Femmel back in the pistol. Marsh next to him. Trevor wants to pass the football, steps up, throws across the middle, caught by Lemoyne, breaks a tackle inside the 20-yard line, and carries down to the 18 and should have the first down.
He not only has great hands, but he's a physical receiver. Once again, contact back there. He managed to break into the clear a little bit on a fade, or not a fade, excuse me, a skinny post pattern. And great pass also by Femmel, plenty of time to throw.
And 20 yards on that pass play to Lemoyne, a first down for Marshfield at the Pulaski 18. We have 2:45 left in the third quarter. Marshfield leads Pulaski 14-13. Femmel in the pistol formation, wideouts on either side. Trevor again to pass the football. Pump fakes, rolls to the near sideline, starts to run across the 15, throws a shoulder into a defender, and is taken down at the 14-yard line. Trevor getting a bit physical on that play, runs for 4. They'll mark him down on the 14, picks up 4 yards on the play. 2nd and 6 Tigers at the Pulaski 14-yard line. Tigers on top 14-0 at halftime, but then a long touchdown run and a pass interception return for a score by Pulaski has put them back to within 1. 2nd and 6 Tigers at the Pulaski 14. Femmel in the pistol. Split backfield next to him. High snap. Handoff to Seidel looking for a hole across the 15, the 10-yard line to the 5-yard line. Takes about 4 guys to bring him down near the 5-yard line, but Seidel has the first down with that run.
What patience there by Seidel. I know you hesitated in your call because it looked like he gave the ball to Seidel, but Seidel went towards the left tackle and just kind of stood there for a second, just waiting for things to clear.
And they'll mark him down to the 6-yard line, a 1st and goal for Marshfield at the Pulaski 6. Now with 1:35 left in the 3rd quarter, and Marshfield on top, 14-13. Hinson to the near side, Lemoyne far side, Colby and Marsh in the eye behind Femmel. Hinson goes through in motion. Femmel hands to Marsh, gets hit at the line of scrimmage, trying to break the tackle, and he falls forward to the 3. He could have been stopped at the 6. But Marsh has some tough running, actually gets about 3 yards on that play, got hit by Steinbrecher at the line of scrimmage, broke forward, and picked up a couple of yards on the play.
Wow, did he get hit.
They'll mark him on the 3-yard line.
Give Jeff credit on that play because he could have easily been driven back for a loss, but he just continued to pump those legs.
2nd and goal Tigers.
And fight forward.
2nd and goal Tigers at the Pulaski 3. Colby blocking back, Marsh the tailback. And it's Femmel himself off tackle down to about the 1-yard line. He tried to backpedal in and got stopped just short. Femmel stopped just outside the goal line. It'll be 3rd and goal Tigers at the Pulaski 1. Clock is rolling, 25 seconds remaining in the quarter.
Not that it would have mattered on that last play because Tigers were going to run the football, but they're double covering Lemoyne now. They've putting Lemoyne out wide, and there's 2 defenders, 1 shallow, 1 deep on Lemoyne.
Femmel coming towards the sideline here. Tigers may just let that clock expire. Looks like they will. And so we've played 3 quarters of football here at Hiding Stadium in Marshfield. Our score is Marshfield 14, Pulaski 13. Back with the 4th quarter in just a moment.
High school sports is being brought to you courtesy of our broadcaster club members, including Citizen State Bank of Loyal, community-owned, community-minded. They welcome the opportunity to serve you no matter what life brings. Arts Body Shop, South Central Avenue, Marshfield. Quality body and frame work, including custom work.
Witness the difference of a Catholic education at Columbus Catholic Schools.
I think everyone should just know what makes this place special.
Come and see. That's just what the Lord always said, and put your toe in the water. There are great schools, and it's a good fit. I'd always want them to come and to just to feel the goodness and the family atmosphere.
I invite everyone just to come in and see what it's about and to see if it might be right for them and their family.
We invite you to schedule a tour today.
At Nicolay Bank, we believe that our hometown communities are the backbone of what makes Wisconsin special. From Crivets to Manitowoc and Algoma to Grand Chute, you see a thriving community with Nicolay Bank working as a partner, acting not as a corporation, but a community. When we serve together with local entrepreneurs and leaders, great things happen. That is our guiding principle. A strong and successful hometown means a strong and successful Wisconsin. We are proud to be a part of that. Nicolay Bank. Real people, real conversations.
Goal at the Pulaski 1-yard line. Tigers line up in a tight formation. Anderson and Marsh in the eye, and Colby in the ball game as a blocking back.
Give it to Anderson.
Femmel takes it himself straight ahead and falls towards the goal line and gets in for the touchdown.
Great push by the offensive line.
Trevor Femmel goes 1 yard for the score. A 9-play, 62-yard scoring drive for Marshfield. And the Tigers now lead 20-13 early in the 4th quarter. Femmel with 2 rushing touchdowns tonight, plus a touchdown pass. Braxton Kurth will try to kick the PAT. Ball placed down. Kick is on the way, long enough, and the kick is good.
Kurt's extra point is good.
Tigers expand their lead. We're early in the fourth quarter here at Hiding Stadium, and our score is Marshfield 21, Pulaski 13. And back with more football in just a moment.
High school sports is being brought to you courtesy of our broadcaster club members, including Marshfield Area Chamber of Commerce and Industry.
You know better when you see it.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
But sometimes it's a little harder to tell what better looks like, and you could use a little help.
Thanks, Mom.
Security Health Plan. Everything you need in a health plan. Everything you'd expect from a good neighbor.
Rodall and Dockstader back in deep safety for Pulaski at their own 5-yard line.
All right, defense. It's up to you at this point.
Tiger lead back to 8. Missed a PAT by Pulaski, a big part of this contest. Here's the kick by Kurth. Line drive near side. And it's Rodall at the 5, heading for the far sideline, across the 15, then stood up there. Several Tigers down there on that play. Meisner, Karolfi, looks like Ethan Richardson as well.
Kurth has done a great job kicking the ball deep tonight, and Marshfield has done a great job of getting down the field and covering.
So Pulaski starts this series on their own 16. We're early in the fourth quarter, and Marshfield leading Pulaski 21-13. Logan Schultz and Maverick Cole in the backfield. And one of those players will get a direct snap on virtually every play. Ball goes to Cole, looking for some running room. Not much there. He'll be stood up as he crosses the 15 at about the 18-yard line. Vaughn Colbeck in on that stop with Dawson Meisner. A gain of only 2 on that play. 2nd and 8 for Pulaski at their own 18-yard line.
Colbeck with another stop.
Tiger defense has allowed just 1 touchdown tonight, that on a long run by Cole. The other Pulaski score was a pass interception return for a touchdown. 2nd and 8 Pulaski at their own 18. Snap goes back to Cole. He hits a Dockstader on that counter, and again, the Tigers read that a body slam by Adrian Kruger, and Dockstader stopped near the line of scrimmage for no gain. He'll lose a yard on that play.
Yeah, they've tried that play 3 times so far tonight, and I don't think they have positive yardage on it so far.
I think you're right. Yeah, boy, the Tigers have scouted Pulaski well. They've seen that one coming. Now here's a 3rd down play for Pulaski. 3rd and 9 for the Raiders back to their own 17-yard line. Tigers want to stop right here and force a punt. Pulaski breaks the huddle. Well, one guy breaks the huddle. The center comes up. Now he's joined by his teammates. Wide receivers on either side.
Schultz has been rolling to his right in most of these situations.
Now Cole comes in motion.
Watch the slant behind it.
Dockstader goes in motion.
Macro.
And finally, the officials step in and stop play for delay of game. A lot of motion on that play. A lot of guys moving around, and just took too long.
Well, we can't hear what's going on with snap counts either at that point. It's hard to know. Maybe the coaches have said, let's try to pull them off sides to make it a very respectable number of yards to go for a first down. They would have probably been inside 4 yards to go had that worked.
Now the ball is back at the 12.
Don't be surprised to see them kick this, even though it's only 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 14 for Pulaski at their own 12. Cole is coming out wide to the near side. Dockstader goes in motion. And Schultz rolling to the near sideline. Stops, throws back to the far sideline. The ball is caught by the tight end, Pregame. He'll get the first down across the 30, out to about the 33-yard line. He went the opposite way, and the tight end, Zach Pregame, there for the catch. And a first down for Pulaski on a 3rd and long play.
Well, they went counter to their scouting situation. They almost always sprint out or roll out to the right with Schultz. And they did, but then he stopped and threw back.
A gain of 21 on that play. A first down for Pulaski at their own 33. 9:25 left in regulation time. And Marshfield leads 21-13. Snap goes back to Cole once again. Looking to get outside. He does get outside. Then Colbeck meets him at about the 35. Pushes him back from there. He'll gain a few yards on the play. I think they'll give him forward progress to the 37, so a gain of 4 for Cole on that run.
Gains about 4.
2nd and 6 for Pulaski at their own 37-yard line. Edgar now leads Turtle Lake 35-0. Colby leads GET 42-0. DC Everest still leads Hudson 9-0. 2nd and 6, Pulaski at their own 37. Raiders line up. Snap goes back to Cole. Has a seam across the far sideline. Then takes a big hit at the 40. Dawson Meisner in on that stop, along with Reed Geiger right on the 40-yard line.
Yeah, Reed Geiger coming in to help clean up on that one, and he's the one that delivered the big blow after Cole was stood up.
A lot of playing time for Dawson Meisner the second half of the season. One of the very, very few sophomores seeing playing time for the Tiger varsity this year. Now here's the key play. 3rd and 3 for Pulaski at their own 40-yard line. Cole flanked to the near side. He'll now go in motion. And here's Schultz running himself, pulled down from behind and gets stopped at the 41-yard line. A Tiger man got him from behind, and then Karolfi and Willowite make the final hit at the 41-yard line, a gain of only 1.
Yep, several ball fakes inside, some trickery there as far as ball handling by Schultz, including moving Cole in motion across the formation as a blocker, but Schultz stopped.
It appears Pulaski will go for it. It's 4th and 2 for Pulaski at their own 41-yard line. Big play here for the Tiger defense. Raiders line up. 4th and 2 at their own 41.
They're going to punt this.
Snap back. Well, here's some movement on the offensive line. Somebody jumped early. You're right, Dale. They were going to snap it back to Schultz. He was about to kick it when the officials stopped play for a procedure call.
Yeah, with 7 minutes left in the ball game, that's and you're down 8. That's usually not a time to go ahead and go for it on 4th down and 4.
Ball's now back at the 36. It's 4th and 6. And so Steinbrecher now back in punt formation inside his own 25-yard line.
They haven't punted a lot. Last time they punted, the ball almost went over the punter's head.
Evan Pretsch back in deep safety.
Good snap.
And the kick on the way. It's a low line drive. Pretsch lets that ball bounce to the 25, goes sideways, and stop right there around the 25-yard line. Tiger football on their own 25. 6:53 remaining in regulation time. Marshfield leads 21-13. And the Tiger offense back on the field looking for some insurance right here.
How about a 6-minute and 53-second drive?
Tiger fans would enjoy that. Tigers line up. Trevor Femmel, the quarterback. Mason Seidel and Jeff Marsh in the backfield next to him. Braden Anderson, wing on the far side. Femmel in the pistol, takes the snap, gives to Seidel, looking for a hole, gets pushed back after a short gain. Got across the 25, but not much further. Maybe 1 yard for Seidel on that play.
Seidel gets the handoff, gets a gain of 1.
2nd and 9, Tigers at their own 26.
Well, you're going to see the ball in Femmel's hands for the majority of this drive and probably running it quite a bit.
Trevor has rushed for over 100 yards in this ball game tonight. Second time this year he's been over 100 yards. Ran for 88 yards in a score against Hortonville a week ago. Jacoby to the near side. Hinson far side. I backfield, 2nd and 9.
Bootleg.
At the 26-yard line. Femmel hands to Marsh straight ahead. Nothing there. He'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage. Virtually no gain. Xander Goltz on the stop after a short gain for Marsh. Maybe 1 yard on that play.
Tackle, Marsh with the carry.
So now 3rd and 8 Tigers.
3rd down.
At their own 27-yard line. Clock moving, 5:45 remaining in regulation time. Marshfield leads by 8.
I think the last time Marshfield played Pulaski was in a playoff a few years back, and Marshfield won on a last-second field goal.
That's right, Mason Coffrin, 24-yarder as time expired. Brant Bowman had a big night running the football that night.
Football encyclopedia.
3rd and 8 for the Tigers at their own 23-yard line. Fimmel back to pass the football. Now
draw.
runs the quarterback draw. No place to go. He'll be pulled down at the 30-yard line. He does gain 3, but leaves Marshfield with a 4th and 5. 4th and 5 Tigers at their own 30.
Gain of 2, 4th down.
And the Tigers have to punt the football with less than 5 minutes to play in regulation time. Very quick ball game tonight.
Pretty conservative series there for the Tigers, but they are ahead by 8 points. Is that enough against this high-powered Pulaski offense?
Nobody back for Pulaski. High snap. Peterson kicks it away, a very high kick. And again, nobody back. The ball bounces inside the 25, goes sideways about the 23. There's a flag down along the far sideline.
Yeah, there was a Marshfield player going down the field to cover the punt, and all of a sudden, he got dumped in front of the Pulaski bench. That's where the flag was thrown. I don't know if that has anything to do with it.
Puts the ball at the 23-yard line, 1st and 10 for
Well, if the play stands, Pulaski has the football.
They're backing up already.
At their own 23, but it may not stand. 4:35 left in regulation time in this level 1 playoff contest. Tigers lead by 8. And yardage will be marked off against Pulaski.
Probably an unnecessary roughness because this is being marked off from the spot at the end of the play.
And the ball put in play at the 13-yard line. 1st and 10, Pulaski at their own 13. Tigers lead 21-13, 4:35 left in regulation time. 2 receivers out wide to the near side. The snap goes to Schultz. He gets hit and pulled down behind the line of scrimmage. There's Daggett making the play once again. That was a running play, so I'm not sure that's a sack or not. Although the quarterback, Schultz, had the ball, but Daggett makes the play back at the 11-yard line, a loss of 2.
No, running play all the way.
Daggett does have a sack and a half in this ball game tonight. Combined with Vaughn Colbeck on 1 sack and then got another one by himself. 2nd and 12 for Pulaski at their own 11 as we hit the 4-minute mark. From that single wing formation, Dockstader takes the snap, gets outside, and then gets upended around the 13-yard line. Nice open field tackle. I think that was Donnie Carolfi made that play. At the 14, Dockstader gains 3. So a 3rd and long here for Pulaski. 3rd and 9 for the Raiders at their own 14-yard line with the clock moving and 3:35 left in regulation time. Very quick ball game tonight. Caden Hogg comes out wide to the near side, picked up by Lemoyne on this play. 2 more men wide near side on 3rd and long. Snap back to Schultz, wants to pass. Throws near sideline. The ball's caught at the 20-yard line, and the receiver comes up the near sideline across the 25 to about the 29. Thrown out of bounds there. That's a 1st down for Pulaski. Ball caught on the near sideline by Gatlin Robadick, his 2nd catch tonight. And Pulaski does convert on 3rd and long as they pick up 15 on that play. 1st and 10 Pulaski at their own 29. Clock is stopped with 3:12 remaining in regulation time. Marshfield leading 21-13. Cole and Schultz again in the backfield. Direct snap to another man who gets hit in the backfield and stopped for virtually no gain. That ball went to a new man in the backfield. That was Jake Adams. He bobbled it, then ran forward and maybe got back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Nothing for Jake Adams on that play. 2nd and 10 for Pulaski at their own 29. Now 2:45 left in regulation time. Marshfield on top by 8. 2 receivers come to the near side. Snap back to Schultz, wants to pass the ball, throws near sideline. Hogg is open, makes the catch at the 30 and pulled down by Meisner. He gets away, looked like he went down, but apparently kept his hand out, did not have his knee go down. And Hogg spins away and carries back up to near the 40-yard line. Close to a first down. They'll mark him down at the 38. So a gain of 9 on that pass play to Caden Hogg. And leaves Pulaski with a 3rd and 1 at their own 38. And the clock rolling. 2 minutes to play in regulation time. And Marshfield leading by 8. Cole now alone in the backfield. Schultz goes in motion. Cole himself straight ahead, gets outside, spins away from tacklers and carries across the 40 to the 43. And he'll have the first down for Pulaski. At the Raider 44-yard line, gains 6 on that play. Clock rolling, 1:40 left in regulation time. Marshfield leads 21-13. Pulaski does have all 3 timeouts remaining. They're in no hurry here. 90 seconds to play in regulation time.
They seem to be a little confused on the play because several players had to go back into the huddle.
2 receivers on the far side. Schultz and Cole. And Schultz gets the throw far sideline, incomplete. Threw the ball over the head of Braden Camps on the far sideline, incomplete.
Pass to Camps, ball's incomplete.
Incomplete pass. 2nd and 10 Pulaski at their own 44 with 1:18 left in regulation time. Marshfield holding on to an 8-point lead. Dale?
Cole has run for 129 yards now and 20 carries, and Schultz has passed for 101 yards in 10 attempts.
Schultz best passing night, 120 against Sheboygan North. 2nd and 10 Pulaski at their own 44. Again, 2 receivers. Robodek 1, Camps the other on the far side. Snap back to Schultz, rolling to the far sideline. Spins away from tacklers, now throws on the run. A man open on that far sideline. That's Dockstader, who was bounced out of bounds around the 45-yard line.
Pass is complete to Dockstader.
He'll be close to the first down marker and will get the first down at the Tiger 43. Gain of 13 on that play.
Dockstader's first catch.
His 14th catch of the year. 1:10 left in regulation time. Marshfield leading Pulaski 21-13. Pulaski has a first down on the Marshfield 43-yard line.
You can almost feel the Marshfield crowd getting anxious down below us. 2
receivers on the near side. And the snap back to Schultz, back to pass, steps up, throws near sideline and incomplete. Overthrows Dockstader. Meisner, the closest man to the football on the near sideline. Incomplete pass.
Colbeck was on the blitz that time, and Cole picked him up. Literally, he hit him with a block and straight up in the air. He went, wow, that kid is strong, that Cole.
Now a 2nd and 10 for Pulaski at the Marshfield 43. 1:05 left in the 4th quarter. Tigers lead by 8 in this level 1 playoff contest. Pulaski needs a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie the ball game. They send Hogg out wide to the near side. Robodek out near side as well. Snap back to Schultz, back to pass, steps up, throws across the middle. The ball is caught inside the 30 by Robodek at the 28-yard line. Goes down right there. That'll be a first down for Pulaski. To mark him on the 29, a gain of 14. 60 seconds left in regulation time. Marshfield leads 21-13. Pulaski does have 3 timeouts remaining, but the clock rolling, 50 seconds left in regulation time. Pulaski lines up from the Tiger 29. Robodek goes in motion. Snap back to Schultz, heading to the far sideline. Stops, throws back near sideline. Caught by the tight end, Pulaski. He'll carry inside the 15-yard line and stopped by Meisner right there. A first down for Pulaski, and now Pulaski will take a timeout. Raiders take their first timeout of the second half as Shabilsky brings the ball down to the 15-yard line. He gains 14 on that play. Clock is stopped with 33 seconds left in regulation time, and our score is Marshfield 21, Pulaski 13. Back with more football in just a moment.
Central Wisconsin Glass is Central Wisconsin's choice for your next new or remodeled shower and bathroom. The experts at Central Wisconsin Glass will effortlessly guide you through the design and installation process. Have the elegant and modern shower and bathroom you've been looking for. Call Central Wisconsin Glass at 715-387-8010. That's 715-387-8010. And Central Wisconsin Glass on Facebook for your residential, commercial, and vehicle glass needs.
Here tonight, 33 seconds remaining in regulation time. Marshfield leading Pulaski 21-13. Pulaski has the ball at the Tiger 15-yard line, 1st and 10. Again, 33 seconds remaining in regulation time, and Pulaski has 2 timeouts remaining in the second half. Pulaski offense back on the field, Tiger defense out there as well. First and 10, Pulaski at the Tiger 15-yard line. Dockstader goes in motion. Schultz back to pass. Being rushed, throws across the middle. Caught at the 10-yard line. Looks like that was Camps, who goes down right away. Knocked down by Lemoyne at the 10-yard line. Gained 5 on the play. And Pulaski immediately uses a timeout. Their second. They'll mark him down on the 11.
I had an employee at once ask me to prioritize family, faith, and business. And I put them in that order in particular. For each one of our employees, it's family first. You do what is best for you and your family. Then the rest of it will take care of itself. It's about making sure you make the best decisions for you and your family.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier. Treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Partners Bank, better together.
Back on the field, Pulaski offense as well. 2nd and 6, Pulaski at the Tiger 11. 2 receivers on the near side. Snap goes to Schultz, coming to the near sideline. Tries to get outside, now gets hit and throws the ball out of bounds, incomplete.
High School Sports is being brought to you courtesy of our broadcaster club members, including Forward Bank.
Incomplete pass. Schultz goes incomplete. He was going down, but those are those new rules in football now that you can throw the ball to avoid that situation. So an incomplete pass. The clock now at 21 seconds. It's 3rd and 7. They marked the ball actually back 1 yard to the 12-yard line. Tiger's going to break there. 3rd and 7 for Pulaski at the Tiger 12, with 21 seconds remaining in regulation time. 2 receivers wide to the far side.
Officials now stepping in. I wonder if they are going to respot the football. The official on the far sideline, the head linesman.
Cole and Schultz in the backfield. 2 receivers on the far side.
Actually, they moved the downs marker a yard ahead as well.
Once again, just 21 seconds remaining in regulation time. Pulaski lines up. 3rd and 7 from the 12-yard line. Snap was Schultz. Far side, throws back near side. Has his tight end Pregame at the 10-yard line. Breaking tackles, fumbles the football back at the 10. Pulaski may fall on it back at the 10-yard line.
They did.
Clock is stopped now with 8 seconds remaining. Pulaski retains possession. They recover their own fumble back at the 10. Pregame, the tight end, carried down to about the 5, then fumbled the ball backwards. It was recovered by a Pulaski man on the 6. And Pulaski takes a timeout here. Their final timeout. They'll have a 4th and 5. They would have had close to the...
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated.
At Express Employment Professionals, we place people from all walks of life in all kinds of jobs.
Hi, welcome to Express. Please sign in and have a seat.
Great, thanks. Great, thanks. Great, thanks. Great, thanks.
At the Tiger 11-yard line. Great ball game tonight here at Hiding Stadium.
Pulaski has done a great job tonight of picking up Colbeck, who's coming from around the outside. This seems to me like a time for Isaac Daggett to make a play.
Tiger defense back on the field. Here comes Pulaski. 4th and 6 Pulaski at the Tiger 11. With Pulaski down by 8 and 8 seconds remaining in regulation time. Wideouts on either side. Snap back to Schultz. Back to pass. Lobs the ball up the end zone. Ball's knocked away by Lemoyne. Incomplete pass. Lemoyne playing defense on the play. Knocks it away with 3 seconds remaining. And the Tigers take over on downs.
A lot of contact down there inside the end zone. The officials, I guess you could say, let them play. Lemoyne with a little bit of hand action in the chest of the receiver, but the receiver also trying to go through him. So the official just said, let him play.
Nice to have a 6'4" defensive back out there. Ball is on the 11-yard line. Tigers have to run one play to close out this win. Marshfield lines up. Femmel will take a knee, and that will end the ball game. And the Marshfield Tigers with a thrilling win in round 1 of the WIAA football playoffs tonight. Our final score, Marshfield 21, Pulaski 13. We'll have a full recap on our postgame report in just a moment.
High school sports is brought to you by
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com. All right, so we're here with Kim Hyman. Kim, Nasonville Dairy, 125 years in the making. Tell us about that.
You know, it's fantastic. It was the first plant built in Wood County back in 1885. Sal Nason and his family came here, and they started a small dairy plant. Eventually, that plant burnt down, but then they rebuilt onto this same facility, and our family moved here in the late 60s in 1968 and took it over from there, and it's been just a fantastic growth. Great community, great people we have working for us. Oh, it's an open market. It's huge. You know, the opportunity for the diversity in the cheese industry is fantastic, and you have to be that way in order to sell a lot of product. And so we've got a great group of people working on the research and development side for us. So it's been really fortunate for us. Oh, right. We have 185 farm families that market their milk through us here at Nasonville Dairy. And we are so lucky we have like the best dairy farms in not only in central Wisconsin, but in the United States, marketing milk through us. So we're just really fortunate on that side.
Actually, we started in 1968. Our father brought us here from another cheese plant in Wisconsin. We had come from the cheese business. We've always been in the business. We had moved around the state in different parts. He brought us here about that time. The plant ran 7,500 pounds of milk at that time, and now runs about 1.5 million a day. So. We originally started out with making cheddar, and now we make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmers cheese, pizza cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Friar, Seco, Parma, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafflettieri, Cafla Graviera, as well as making some Gouda Edam and a little bit of Munster on occasion.
All right, we're back here on the Nasonville Dairy Postgame show with Pulaski Sports. It's Sydney Seavey here at the conclusion of the Pulaski-Marshfield game. Marshfield came out with a big win tonight, 21-13. So we're here with Coach Gadel just to tell us a little bit more about tonight's game and how everything went down.
I don't even know what to tell you about tonight's game. It was a phenomenal contest. I utmost respect for Pulaski, a class act. I mean, I walked out here tonight and looked at them, and I'm like, holy cow, that's like the Jolly Green Giant team over there, because there were some big boys. And our kids came to play. We got off to a good, fast start, and, the offense, is playing well. Really like what they're doing, and when the kids are playing well, it makes everything fun. And you look like a smart coach, and I'm by no means the smartest coach anywhere. I'm probably one of the dumbest, and these guys make coaches look really well, so really good. But it was a fun game, tough, hard-fought thing, and our defense came to play again. I love it. Offense is trying to pick up the backside to help the defense, but we're having a little trouble sometimes. But we're getting better, though. It's kind of fun watching them get better, seriously.
You already gave a lot of the credit for this to the boys, but just talk a little bit more about what you said. They were able to go on a little run, 13 points within 2 or 3 minutes. Just what did you say to them to get them to to shift the momentum back onto your guys'?
Well, we just had to come out and we one play at a time, and that's what we did. And we put the ball in the hands of the kids that can make plays. That we throw it to the good guys, throw it to the guys who can catch, throw it to the fast guys, and then let Trevor run. So that's kind of our motif on the offense. Our line's playing really well, and we just said we got to do a methodical offensive session there, and we did. We got down there. Trevor missed a little bit. He could have dove for that first down. I was kind of mad at him a little bit. Hint, hint. I wasn't. Not on him at all. I'm just trying to give him the business here a little bit. But they did what they had to do. It's kind of that team. When you're around a group of kids for a while, and this season went so daggone fast already, it's not even funny. But when you're around them, you can see how they grow and how things are. I complimented on how selfless they are. You got to keep reminding people sometimes how selfless they have to be to give another kid credit. And you'll talk to Mr. Meverton back here, and he's a tight end, and he's had some times where he's caught 4 or 5 balls a game, but tonight he had to pound on another guy across from him and get some running yards for us. So that's the selfless thing we talk about, and the closer we get, the better we become, and we're getting better right now. So.
All right, thank you, Coach. Congratulations,
no
and good luck next week.
Thank you. Have a great night.
Now we're here to talk to a couple of our players. So the first thing we wanted to ask about, obviously, you guys were able to get a share of the conference championship this year. Just talk a little bit about the team chemistry and stuff between all of you guys, and how that was able to work out.
That was always our goal growing up. We were always relatively good compared to other schools in our conference. So after last year's disappointing season, a lot of people picked us to take last in our conference. It's just one of those things we've always dreamed about. So we worked hard all summer. We worked hard all off season, all practice. So just being able to do that is something we've always dreamed of, and we knew we never counted ourselves out, even though everybody else did.
And then just talk a little bit more about the team chemistry and how you guys are, how close the senior class is, and all that.
Well, we've been playing football together since we've been in 3rd grade, and we have 30 seniors this year out, so that means a lot of them stayed out for football, and we build friendships and stuff. And if you have problems, you always talk it out with your friends, fix it, issues, everything like that.
Mm-hmm. And then, Trevor, I was going to ask you, you were obviously able to score 3 touchdowns tonight, had a couple big ones. Just talk a little bit about, what was working well for you and just how the team came together.
I can't take much credit. Him and the other linemen had a lot to do with what I was able to do tonight. They put me in good situations to make plays. One of my touchdowns, Luke Lemoyne, really good receiver, he bailed me out. And then coaches making just obviously the great scheme, getting guys open. And that's a lot of credit to the linemen, receivers, coach. I can't take too much there. It's just everyone's doing their part.
Yeah, and then another one for both of you. What are you guys, looking forward to next week? You're playing most likely River Falls. And just talk a little bit about, what's coming up against them, what you guys' thoughts are going into that, and what you're looking to do.
Once again, everyone kind of picked us to lose. No one even had us winning tonight. So just to prove everyone wrong once again, we know we can beat them. We know we're a good team. So just doing what we're capable of.
They're a big and fast and strong team. They're the 1 seed. We got to upset them and show them what's up.
All right, thank you guys. And then I'm going to go ahead and hand you this. And you guys can just introduce yourselves and then say, and I'm in the house.
Yeah. I'm Trevor Femmel.
I'm Sam Meverton.
And we're in the house. Thank you.
Congratulations. All right, and that concludes the Nasonville Dairy postgame show tonight. We're here in Marshfield looking to see the Tigers play again next week in River Falls, most likely. And that's it for tonight. Sydney Seavey signing off.